Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Disaster Tour. I am PT, your Disaster Tour Guide, and we are back on our wonderful tour of Sylvanaria, Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty darn good.
Chilling.
Fantastic. The very first thing I need from everybody, once you're loaded up into the Foundry, is I need you to roll me a D100 to see who's asking our in-character question of the day.
Wait, I have the question.
No, you're rolling for it.
Oh, that's so rude.
Okay, that's pretty good. You got an 89 though, so you might have the roll.
I think it's my job.
I don't know. Sky still has to roll.
Hold on. I gotta open everything. Oh my god.
Don't you dare get more than an 89.
Look,
I'm sorry to say that I'm very, very tired, and so I'm still opening things.
Which is,
Sky's gonna roll a 91.
Nah, they're gonna roll another 100. I'm calling it now.
Oh my god.
I'm in my D&D outfit.
It's gonna be no contest.
I simply have all of the rolls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see it.
Ruh-roh.
92.
Oh.
All right.
Fucking shot.
I'm so close. Give me 30 seconds.
I'm gonna type my question to you so you can decide if it's better than the
Okay.
one you have.
I have no question.
And then,
so...
chat, hold off on redeeming any channel point things. I had to reset my Twitch password, and I forgot to re-authenticate the bot.
Oh my
What was
god!
that? Newsin? What'd you think you got to do? So anyways, Elliot delegates his opportunity to ask a question to Rosie.
Thank you. I feel like I've done it so many times in a row that I feel like it's my job now. Like,
Just designated questionnaire.
We did
I'm
not
the
just do
question
89,
giver.
92, 98. That's wild.
Look, you know,
you.
this is how it be.
Overachievers.
All right, don't
That was
at me right
only
now.
one
I'm
off.
just good at things.
You're just good at things. Got it. Yes, just good at things.
I'm not an
I was
overachiever.
only one off.
I'm the exact right amount of achiever.
I mean, if you say so, you know?
Listen, in this day and age, if you're an overachiever, they keep you in your job place and they never let you move up.
That's why the best thing you can do for your career is to shop around for jobs.
Absolutely.
It's the standard in software.
It really is. Isn't the standard in software like every 3 years you should be moving?
I've been told that if people frown upon candidates who have not moved within the last 2 years because they don't think they're qualified enough to get another better job.
Damn.
Dang.
I know, that's what I said. Who got time for that?
I know, right? That's a little
Sounds like a lot of
ridiculous.
applying, yeah.
BikuBot does not want to reauthorize.
BikuBot, quit being a little bitch.
Which, I know. It means people won't be able to make you all sorts of different colors. Anyways, Lyra, ask your question. And
Okay,
because
my
I want to be a
question-
part of this now, I'm going to let you choose which NPC I answer as.
Ooh, okay.
That'll be what Elliot gets for rolling the highest number. And if you want...
Okay.
Do you want the question to just become permanently your job?
Yeah, it's mine now.
Okay, then we'll roll to see who gets to decide what NPC I answer the question as.
That's
Sounds
fun.
good.
That's fun. Okay, so the question is, and if you haven't seen the Barbie movie, I'll explain a little bit. But what is your character's Ken job? So in the movie, Ken's job is beach.
I'm out. I'm going home.
A game, Isaac. God damn
Yeah.
it.
Oh my god.
Or I'll make a job up for you.
It's like, so it can't be a real job. It has to
It
be
can't
sort
be
of
a
a
real
concept. It's just a kind of a concept of a job.
Yeah.
Because
A
Ken doesn't
concept of a
It's
actually.
more
job.
like an aesthetic, really.
Yeah.
I feel like there are memes that could be said, but carry on.
Okay.
Aesthetic.
So
Also
start.
be Alan.
So starting
Okay,
with.
we're starting at the back end because I still don't understand the question.
Okay, so
We're going in reverse.
Lulin, what would your job be?
The answer is hot.
What?
They're all hot.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but specifically Lulin,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god.
That's
I
a
mean,
really good Ken job.
Listen, Lulin got it. He gonna flaunt it. Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess fair enough,
Yeah.
you know. It's not often that you get to be the world's most perfect man.
All right.
And
Well,
now the world's most hottest
I
man.
realized we're supposed to do these as the intros. So first we have Lulin Boldspeaker played
Yeah.
by.
You're trying.
Yeah, hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have Newsin Worldwalker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Ulfast, played by.
It's me, the Sky T. I think that that Newsom would probably be like workout Ken, you know, fitness Ken.
Fitness
His
Ken.
job
is
His
workout?
job is gym.
Yeah. So yeah, gym. That would be a good one. Or like, I mean, I feel like she always is training outdoors, so maybe hiking.
Yeah.
You
That's
can't take
fine.
that.
And then we have
Real life Isaac's thing. You can't just have it.
Real life
What the hell?
Isaac
That's
is
your real life
is-
Ken job.
And then we have-
Yeah, but I'm
hiking.
so far from being a Ken that it's sad. So
Oh,
And
you
then
haven't
we
seen the
have-
movie, it's so good. Sorry.
And then we have Karakareem, the Furbolg Warlock from The Hedge, played by.
My name is Terminian Link VT, and Turok's Ken job used to be forest, but now is concerned.
And then we have Lyra Dreamshadow, the Kalishtar Wizard from Stipvale, played by.
Rosie, when Rosie sees us on the intranet, and Lyra's job is the same as my own Ken job, which is book. Just book.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
would have also accepted library or teacher's pet.
No, because those are too close to actual jobs. One of them is a librarian, the other one's a grad student. So
Mhm.
And then, for now, last, while we wait for Nom, is Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf wizard from Zraya, played by.
it's Isaac. I'm well known in the niche circles of Minecraft. I'm
Is that
not. That was a
so?
lie. I'm sorry. I don't know why I lied. Anyways, Elliot's Ken job
Ken
is
job, yeah.
party boy.
party. That's
Party.
Ah. You know, that's fair. Honestly, you have
Yeah.
been the party planner.
It's
And
true.
then-
We've had so many parties.
And then, Elliot, what NPC am I answering as today?
You are answering as Allround.
Oh, Allron's is easy. Allron's job is bar.
I have
BT was
detected
like, I
problems.
thought you were gonna give me a hard one.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna give me something I was gonna have to think about.
No, just the only character Elliot cares about.
Wow.
That's not true. It's the only living character that Elliot cares about.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Okay, and then we have Nom Dreamshadow, the Kobold Ranger from Koboldia, and Ferret. The question of the day is, what is your character's Ken job?
Ken job? Brood.
Like-
Easy peasy.
Oh, nice.
No,
nice.
that's so true.
Why did you just understand the question?
Because he's seen
World.
because he's seen the movie.
I haven't. Here's the thing. I haven't seen the movie, and I still understand the question. So
Are
Fair-
you calling me
listen,
dumb?
listen.
Tom would sit there and go, "My job isn't darkness; it is just brood."
Listen,
I'm not calling you dumb. I'm calling you out of touch.
of everyone here, Ferret has the
Out of
energy.
touch?
Yeah.
Out of
Yeah.
touch?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Did
You're
you
gonna
say
look at me
I'm
and
the
tell me that
Ken?
I'm wrong.
I said you have the energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's because I'm Knuff, dude.
So true.
All right. Last
Alright, it's been BC.
Last week on Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, the party fought Mother, who turned out to be a giant psychic spider, who briefly and temporarily swapped everybody into each other's bodies before being 1-2 punched with literally 2 fingers of death. And then
1-2 tapped.
1-2 poked.
1-2 poke.
1-2 prodded.
I think I like 1-2 prodded.
Dead.
Before being absolutely driven into the pavement by a Divine Smite via Lulin. But, where our party picks up... Oh, also, Nom, need you to roll me your 2 D100s.
True.
Maybe the dice will have faith in you, and you'll get another 100 like you did last week when you were playing as Nugent instead of Nom.
Yeah, okay, that would have been like 3 100s in the span of like a couple of sessions.
You can do it.
Foundry's taking a bit.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
But they fought Mother, and they beat the Nightlings, and then murdered some pixies.
Yep.
And then as we picked up, they were leaving the orphanage, which was no longer dark and cold and foggy, and was now bright and full of life.
I mean, not orphans, but life, I guess.
Plant life.
Plant life is
Plant.
I'm sorry.
My
I feel
bad.
like it's hard to express a happy orphanage with no Well,
My bad. My
I'll
bad.
think on this.
My bad. Plant life. The only type of life the party seems to respect.
Well, most of the party.
And how?
But that is where we will pick up, is you are on your walk back as the sun is beginning to kind of set over the horizon. As the sun goes down, you know you have about half a day's walk. Are you setting up camp, or are you pushing through back to Nissa's cathedral?
I feel like maybe we should camp because I could set us up a Liamon's tiny hut.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I don't think we want to be walking at night, do we?
I mean, that's fair. I could also whip us up
Rarely.
some dinner.
Well, there's no more night monsters, so.
Well, I mean, there's no more of that one kind of night monster. That doesn't mean there's none at all.
Well, there's no more children night monsters, so I think
Yes.
we
So
would
we'll be able
fine,
to handle
but
it.
yeah.
I mean, we handled the children night monsters pretty well as well, so.
Right, so honestly, it's adding to my point. I think we could handle anything. But I agree. I need to sleep.
Yeah, let's just camp. It's been a while since we, like, slept in the woods. Well, I guess I spent more time in the woods in the last couple weeks than I intended to, but
All
To
right.
be fair, I would say it's been a long time since I've slept in the woods, but I
it's
like
kind
to
of been
think of me in the stone as sleeping.
Oh,
It
wait,
makes it
actually,
easier to comprehend what happened.
wait, actually, I have a better idea. I have like true teleport now, and maybe I could get us. I could just teleport us back, maybe to the. There's
I mean,
a good chance I'll be on target.
I
Works
trust you.
with me.
If you wanna try out the spell,
Could you elaborate
Yeah.
on what you mean by good chance?
I
I
mean,
think
75%, because it's actually it kind of PT is this since we've been there. Is it very familiar or is it seen casually?
Casually familiar.
Okay, it's like 50%, a little less.
Works with me.
Okay, I think that would be fine.
I put my
Percent
full
is
faith
50%
in
a
you.
passing grade where from this college thing you keep talking about that you still need to explain.
No,
I mean,
Probably.
a 0.5 still rounds up to
Well,
1. So,
that's yeah. But like, okay, there's a good chance that I'll be like, okay, even if I'm not like perfectly on target, I can be like a little off, and that's a little more than 50%. It's like 56%. And then otherwise we go to a similar area or there's a mishap.
What constitutes a mishap?
I don't know. It's a brand new spell. I was reading about it the other day.
It's probably just like one of us like is a little lost in the woods. I'm sure it'll
Or,
be
like,
fine.
Lyra slips over and falls in like a puddle or something. It's probably nothing.
And there's
I-
like
I
know,
there's
of
like
all,
a 30%. There's
of
like
all
a
the-
third chance that
of all the
happens.
mishaps that happened in my brain, that wasn't one of the worst ones. So I'd say go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would and have
alright.
trusted Lyra with my
Okay,
life,
so-
I would do it again.
Describe how you're
Should I just
casting the spell,
walk her?
Lyra, and then you are going to roll me a blind GM roll.
Okay.
So you are not going to
Um,
know the result of your roll.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So
I love it.
oh, I'm not gonna know there's okay.
Nobody's gonna know the
Um,
result.
The only
Yeah.
person who will know the result of the roll is me. Which is also how we're going to do your perception checks from now on.
And
Oh.
will that show up
Eh,
for
I
chat
like that.
too?
No.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So Lyra's like drawing her little circle in the dirt. And she's like really focusing on the place in her mind. She's like, okay, yeah, it was like a cathedral. There was like music going on, and then she's like getting everyone into position. She's like tucking them into the circle. And then she's standing in front of them, and she's like, okay, let's do this.
Very confident words to hear.
And she puts her hands together, and hopefully we come out of the right place.
So as Lyra puts her hands together, the magic of the teleportation begins to lift you all up in the air as you're all covered in kind of this ethereal yellow light. Before, one by one, first Carrick, and then Nuzin, Lulin, Elliot, Nom, and finally Lyra disappear with a as you all appear in Nissa's cathedral, about 10 feet off the ground.
Ooh, Lyra's gonna cast levitate on someone.
I mean, I could probably just catch some people.
she's worried. She's gonna cast levitate on Nuzin as they fall.
So
Fine though.
Nuzin, you reach out to catch people as you find yourself floating above the ground and they fall past you, just falling into a pile on the ground.
Can
Nom,
Nom,
you
like,
land on your
throw-
feet.
Oh. Okay.
I was gonna
Because-
say, 10 foot is doable.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, most of you all land on your feet. It's a little bit jarring, it's a little difficult on the knees, but everybody's okay.
Except for me.
Except for Nuzin,
I
who
will
is
let you
now
down.
except yeah, I was gonna say except for Nuzin, who began floating upwards, not downwards.
I'm falling the wrong way, guys.
I'll help. Don't worry, I'll help.
As you all land in this cathedral, you realize that there's no organ music playing.
Thank God.
Outside in the streets though, you hear what sounds like hundreds of bands playing across the city.
You know, I probably got it wrong because I was thinking about organ music, and it's not happening anymore.
Can-
So
Can Nom
Karak's
try and
gonna,
find
like,
the
smile
organ?
a tiny bit, just like
Nom, you can see the organ.
Do I see like the keys for it as well?
Yes, you can. It's so the organ is along the back wall in front of this stained glass window with the organ pipes running up through the window like branches on a tree, and the keys laid out in two long rows as these beautiful, almost ivory-looking keys seem to shimmer in the moonlight coming through the stained glass window on the far end of the hall.
Lyra, have you ever played the organ?
no,
We
I
could,
don't know
We could learn. We could learn right now.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
get,
you
get a
know
book
how to
out. Get a. We can always read up. Get a book out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get
okay. Lyra's gonna
book out
open
on-
up. Lyra's gonna open her Kindle to hopefully intro sheet music for organs, like tab or something.
Okay, roll me Arcana.
Okay. I don't think there's tab for organs. I don't think that's a thing.
I don't know what
Um,
you just said, so.
It's a look. It's fine. It's a whatever. Arcana. What am I rolling? Okay.
Arcana.
Oh, it
You
was a
manage-
DM roll.
That's fine. You rolled a 28.
Oh, nice.
You manage to find a book called Organs for Dummies. And the weirdest thing about this book is as you're flipping through the pages, one page seems to be about sheet music and the other seems to be about removing organs for medical reasons.
Really comprehensive. You guys, this is a really comprehensive manual right here. Here you go. She'll hand it to Nam.
Nam is gonna look for like an easy like twinkle twinkle little star.
You don't manage to find anything called Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but you do manage to find a song called Hot Cross Buns.
Okay. Nam's gonna go try and play Hot Cross Buns on the organ.
All right. As you walk
Something
up,
with B first.
as you walk up to this organ and you sit down on the bench, you see this organ in front of you, and the magical energy of this organ washes over you.
Hey Lyra, can you sit on
Yeah.
that side of the bench? I don't think I can reach like all of the keys.
Oh yeah. We can play it together. Yeah, that sounds fun. She'll sit on the other side of it.
Okay. So for the two of you sitting at it, I need you to give me wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm actually kind of good at that.
Mm. That's a rough one. That's a rough one for me.
Nom, you reach out, and as you lay your hands on the keys and you think about the song you want to play, you almost feel your hands drawn to the proper keys. Lyra, as you reach out to touch the organ and you lay your hands on the keys, the sound of the organ before it has been played blasts in your ears, throwing you off the bench.
Oh, I don't think it likes me.
That sounded pretty good.
But Nom, you can make me a performance check at advantage to play Hot Cross Buns on the organ.
Oh my god.
16, baby. Oh yeah.
So you begin playing this as it doesn't sound quite right because it's an organ. You're playing a relatively quick song on it. But as you begin playing the organ, you can hear the sound of the bands in the cities is overpowered, and by the time the song is over, they have gone completely silent.
Now I'm kind of like cracks his knuckles. All right, that ought to get her attention. I didn't feel like waiting here all night.
Well, I mean, it was nice to hear the bands for a little bit before.
I think
They all
I
went
played
quiet.
that perfectly. I've never
I
heard
mean,
the
you did a
song
pretty good job.
before, so I didn't really know what to judge it off of. But
Nom, as you turn to look back at the party, you see a figure standing behind you. It is... Un momento.
Joe.
It is not Joe. Although that would be really funny if it was some...
Joe
Joe Swanson.
The figure behind you is an elegantly dressed bard, wearing long, flowing, colorful robes that stars almost seem to twinkle and dance across as she looks down at you with a smile on her face. That was lovely.
Thank you. It's my first time ever touching a musical instrument in my life.
Well, you did so well. Isn't it beautiful what music can sound like when there's no fear behind it? As she sits down and begins playing the organ, and for all of you listening,
tapping one of the like trying to add in like impromptu.
we got a Flam raid too. Thank you for the raid, Flam. Welcome in, everybody.
That was a short stream.
But as she's playing the organ, all of you who are listening get bardic inspiration.
Ah.
Oh.
So on
At
your
what level?
It's a 1d6.
Okay.
And is it our choice that we add it to?
She's a weak bard.
She a weak bard.
Am I right in assuming that this is Nissa?
This is more specifically Harmonia.
Mm-hmm. It's lovely to see you again.
Oh, and you as well, Karak. Welcome back to the court. How have you been?
I've been better, but I'm happy to see that I'm happy to see you this way.
Splendid, splendid. Well, you know, I hate such dark colors. But
Oh, of course.
all of you have performed your task immaculately.
Oh, you're the same person?
Well, of course.
Yes.
Oh. You seemed so dreary and sad earlier.
Well, my followers were scared. But now that...
How did word get back to you so fast? Because we, just did that.
When the night fell and nobody heard the laughter, they came out of their homes to check, and when nothing beset upon them, they began to play in joy. But also, I am a god.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I believe I promised all of you a token, a flower, to get into Umbreon's keep.
You did indeed.
She walks over to the stained glass window, and she reaches down to the base, and she pulls out a flower that almost seems to be made of the glass itself, before turning and walking back and presenting it to you. This should suffice.
Big breach.
But thank you all. You're welcome to spend the night at any of the taverns. I'm sure the party will be going well into the morning.
Ah, good. Just like the Minotaurs.
I know. It's like home.
It is much appreciated.
Yes, the Minotaurs. I mean, there are several of them in the city, as well as many Verbolgs. I'm sure it will feel like home to most of you. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
What are the laws here?
Well, you shouldn't be stealing or killing.
Okay.
But besides that, well, the basic gist of it is allow people to create their art. Become a part of it. Create art of your own. After all, that is the purpose of my city.
What if my art is stealing?
Well then I recommend you show some true artistry instead of stealing directly. Perhaps run a con, play some 3-card Monte. There are many ways to steal from someone in a way that makes them feel like they have also won.
A beautiful pyramid.
If that is
Trojan horse.
If that is what you wish to do. Exactly. There are many tricks that still leave everybody feeling they have won. Simply do not bring sadness to the city.
Okay.
I feel like you are all capable of that.
I would say so, yeah.
I did have one question. Near the end of the quest that we went on, I received some information about an observatory and a lost pin. Is there anything that you might know on that, or?
A lost pin?
Yes.
Well, I've heard of no such thing, but I do know the observatory you speak of.
Oh.
You'll have a difficult time finding it.
Mm-hmm.
Even I would. It likes to move around.
Ah, so similar to the dancing rivers.
No. The Kenku that constructed it, well, Let's just say his studies have legs.
Man could barely hold a straight
Well
face.
then. I appreciate the trying to think of a word, but my brain has lost the word that I was going to use.
Information?
I guess that's it. That's as close as I can get. It is much appreciated, and we will do our very best to make sure that we don't bring anyone down while we're in the city.
Should you find him, though, do let him know that he's willing to return at any time. The organ does need a tune-up.
Of course.
After all, you can only play discordant tones on it for so many nights before the strings begin to fray.
Mhm.
But as for all of you, you are guests in my city. Go, enjoy yourselves, have fun. Find an inn, drink, tell stories. After all, I'm sure you all have stories that have yet to be shared.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say we go ahead and take our leave. How does that sound to everyone else?
Sure.
Seems fine to me.
Wonderful. It'll be nice to. I doubt there'll be any alcohol as strong as as what you all have, but we'll see.
Alright, is everybody leaving the cathedral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you all head out into the city and counter to the dark, kind of foreboding atmosphere that was in the city when you arrived. Around the city, there are lights everywhere. There are fairy lights floating in the air, paper lanterns floating through the sky. People are out in the streets laughing and cheering, and it essentially looks like the biggest block party you have ever seen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
As these people were freed by you of the things that were taking them in the night. What are you all looking for in particular?
I think that Lyra is kind of just interested in like the people here, so she wants to go somewhere kind of like busy.
Okay. So you head through the streets and you see that people are kind of moving in one direction. And I'm assuming Lyra, you're just gonna follow the flow.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the flow, and like if there's someone next to me, I'll kind of like poke them and say, where's everybody going?
As you poke the person next to you, they turn around and they are a creature unlike any you've ever seen before. They're a satyr. They have long curling horns coming out of their forehead and the lower half of a goat. And as you poke them, they put down the pan flute they were playing, and it seems like pretty much everybody's playing an instrument or singing a song or clapping their hands. Everybody is participating in the music that is making up the life of this city. As he turns to you, we're headed to the Mossy Glimmer.
Oh my gosh, what's that? That sounds exciting.
It's the biggest lodge in town. You'll love it.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen you.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen you around here before. You are.
Oh, I'm not giving you my name, but I am Lyra.
I didn't ask to have it. I just simply asked who you are. I'd never be so
I'm not
rude.
sure about the rules. Oh, someone asked me. Like God earlier. Anyway, what's your name? What are you referred to by?
My name is Caleron.
Caleron.
It's a pleasure to see you all here. Is it your first time in the city?
Well, we were here earlier, but everyone was hiding from us, so.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, nobody wanted to be taken in the night. And, nobody knows who outsiders are these days. We don't know how you're going to fit into the tune. But
Well, I mean, quite frankly, we're the ultimate outsiders. Let us tell you. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I'm
But-
kind of an outcast.
Well,
Oh, you weren't talking to me. My bad, Elliot. No, you continue.
well, if it's all of your first time in the city, perhaps you need a guide, somebody to walk you through the music, a composer, if you will.
Do we have to call you composer?
No, you can call me by my name.
Okay.
Unless you'd be willing to give me such a lofty role.
Well, I mean, let's get to know
see
you.
how
a
the
bit
night
first.
goes.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll see how the night goes.
Well, first things first, we'll have to get you all into the song somehow. Do any of you have an instrument you enjoy playing? As he's kind of like skipping backwards across the cobblestones in front of you while he talks to you. Kind of completely oblivious of everything behind him. But also, he comes really close to hitting people, but he always seems to move out of the way at just the right second.
I think Lyra's bumped into 5 people in the same time.
I recently took up the organ.
You took up the organ. Do you have one on you?
No, those things are huge.
Oh, yes. We'll have to get you...
I have a couple of organs in me.
Oh, well, we don't need to take those out. We'll have to get you something smaller. How do you feel about the accordion?
I feel like I'm more of a bagpipes guy.
Elliot sort of like looks to Nom and like shakes his head no at accordion.
You're more of a bagpipes guy. I can get you a set of bagpipes.
Yeah.
As he kind of reaches into a pouch on his waist and he pulls out a set of bagpipes that the bag of the bagpipe seems to be made out of some sort of purple material as he passes it across to you, and you realize that whatever this was previously, these bagpipes were all made in one piece, almost like they were grown this way rather than crafted.
One Piece.
The One Piece is real.
That's my bad. I said Ferret's trigger word.
Yeah, you did.
Oh no, the sleeper agent.
He has awakened.
The One Piece is real. Okay, sorry.
Pain, wealth, power.
Nam will take the bagpipes. Are they like? Does it look like a plant?
It does look like a plant.
Okay. Nam kind of like puts the bagpipes on the ground to see how they react, because he was like, "Oh, my seed did something funny when I did this. Let's see if the bagpipes do that too."
We're getting raided again. Silver Strikers, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody.
Let's go.
Let's go.
As you set the bagpipes on the ground, nothing happens.
Okay, then Nam picks them back up.
So as you...
Oh.
Continue.
Is this thing technically alive, or
No. The plant is grown and then picked.
okay? So it's dead.
Of course it's dead. You wouldn't want to play something alive unless, you're into that kind of blowing.
Oh well, this is a crazy
Grok
introduction.
just immediately almost breaks. That's a good one. That's a good joke. I like that.
He's kind of looking at you with like a sly expression on his face now. Like he's got the smirk, the smile curled up in one half as he goes, "What of the rest of you? How can we get you in the tune? If we're not there by the time we get there, well, I'm afraid we won't have time to get you into the tune."
Lulin looks down. Oh, I have mine. He looks down at the ground, picks like 2 pieces of like crabgrass, and just starts blowing them. Just make a little toot.
Grass whistle?
Yes.
That's adorable. The world's most perfect man strikes again.
Mhm.
As you begin blowing this grass whistle, initially it sounds incredibly out of tune, but then the music around you on the street almost seems to shift to accommodate the noise you're making.
Fit you in. Makes sense. I like that.
And the rest of you, what can I have? What can I get for you? You look like somebody who would play a didgeridoo. Do you know what a didgeridoo is? As he continues to skip backwards through the street.
Didgeridoo, no, thank you.
I just need to know who the heck they're talking to.
Yeah, I
He's
don't know who that was.
Mhm.
And that was just generally pointed at the party.
Okay.
Just all of us. He wants to give all of us a didgeridoo.
I
Elliot
really
sort of speaks up.
That's like-
Technically, I learned how to play the recorder while like one of those boarding schools.
Back-
but-
Then you'll do perfectly with a flute, as he pulls one out of his bag and
No.
just tosses it to you.
I
What?
don't really know how beats work. I don't think you would want me to.
A while back, I
I-
used to play the bassoon, but that was short lived.
The bassoon. I don't think I have
Very
a bassoon.
low, very woody. It's very.
Didgeridoo for you it is! As he pulls it out of the
All right.
bag and tosses it to you. Then he looks at you, Lyra, and he goes, well, if you're not familiar with beats, they can be many things. A plant in the ground, something you get when you rightfully deserve it, or
Yeah,
perhaps
no,
parts
I
of a
mean-
song.
I mean, I can't. Yeah, I can't do that part of a song, or any other part of a song.
Well, I have the perfect instrument for you. This has been using for people who've lost their touch with the rhythm for thousands of years, as he pulls out a tambourine and hands it to you.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
I thought he was gonna hand me a triangle.
I also
Thank you.
And that leaves one and one alone. What can I get you?
I am more of a music enjoyer than player, to be honest. Like, I don't think I've played anything in my life.
Ah, well,
Newton, neither did I until like 2 minutes ago, so I think
Yeah,
do
but
fine,
you're like
trust me.
naturally talented that way, though, Nom. Like, I feel like you could just pick anything up. That's not my thing.
well, you seem someone who knows their way around a good hit. Is that correct?
Yeah, that I can do.
Fantastic. And he pulls out a pair of bongo drums and just tosses them to you, and they have a strap to fit over your neck.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, all right. I guess that's this. This is my thing now. She just puts the bongos on.
As you all begin playing the music in the clear, is everybody attempting to play a song on these?
I am.
I think Lyra's doing the thing where she's watching other people, and then like when someone else makes a noise, she does, but kind of quietly.
So as you're all participating in the song and heading down this street in this river full of people who you're realizing are satyrs, furbolgs, no Kalishtar, no humans.
Mm-hmm.
But it's satyrs, furbolgs, lizard folk, kenku. As you all begin joining the music in the empty space above in front of you that initially seemed like a square, a building begins to materialize and appear almost as if it's being powered by the song. As in front of you is a large 3-story lodge with this glowing moss draped over the windows and down the sides as people are stepping into it and disappearing. But nobody seems threatened by this. Everybody seems to be joyously going inside. And as you get closer, you can hear the music, the rhythm of the lifeblood of these people pulsing out and over you. Well, hopefully we all stay in the same place, but if we don't, I will see you, I'm sure I will see you again, my good friends.
Mm-hmm.
After all, the song always comes back around eventually. As he skips up to this doorway, and the doorway itself looks like your standard tavern door, but there's a fog in it. As he jumps through the fog and kind of just shimmers away on the other side.
So this is a tense kind of in the hedge situation. How do we get back if we go different places?
Hold hands. All go to the same place.
I guess that's fair, you know? Surely it can't make us go different places if we all hold hands. That's how magic works.
I think that'll work.
It's the power of connection.
As
As we
you
all know, holding hands is the most powerful magic that anyone can have.
ask this, Newson, somebody who's kind of walking along with what seems to be a group of their friends turns and looks at you, and you realize that it's a drow. Is that a drow, like a relatively short young drow? As they say, all you have to do is play the same tune, and it'll take you to the right place.
Oh no.
Oh, guys, I have really bad news.
You know what? I'm just gonna go for it as Elliot runs in.
Wait, which tune are you playing, Elliot?
Elliot, as you run through the door, roll me performance.
Jesus Christ.
Performance. What if I'm not trying to perform?
Then you can't see the building and you can't run through the door.
Oh shit! All right. Well then, I guess I will roll performance.
Newson
Mr.
has
Remover.
already like turned to Lyra as Elliot's just running off and being like, okay, we're just gonna do a beat. A single, like, just one hit.
Well, we could try hot cross buns. We could,
I really think the simpler the better.
Okay.
Elliot vanishes through the fog.
Hot cross buns.
Elliot vanishes through the door.
Lulin's gonna follow suit.
I'll be
Wait.
Wait, but I don't know what tune did they
Okay.
play.
B-A-G.
All right, Lulin, roll me performance.
Coming.
Can I have disadvantage?
Can I have disadvantage? Damn you, robots.
Okay, so here's basically the way this is gonna work.
Yeah.
You're already hosed.
I rolled with disadvantage.
Okay, so Lyra, Newson, Nom, and Elliot. Karak, I need your roll.
Oh, sorry about that. There we go.
Lulin, I'll give you the option to add your bardic inspiration to your critical failure.
Just
If you
make sure
want
it's a
to.
no- This is a normal roll, right?
This is a performance roll.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Unless you're Lyra
Yes.
who
normal advantage,
intentionally,
disadvantage.
Just a normal roll, yes.
Got it.
unless you'd like to intentionally give yourself God damn! All right, go on.
I got
guess.
charisma.
You got charisma.
I know how to pretend to know. Listen. I got through a lot of my band classes on instinct.
All right.
Just play along.
So, Nom, Elliot, Lyra, and Newson, as you all kind of stumble out this door, you find yourself in a quaint, dimly lit inn with kind of red velvet walls where everybody's kind of sitting around talking in whispers, drinking softly, and from the stage, all you can see is a centaur playing smooth jazz.
Iconic. I think it's worth mentioning that I think that Rosie crashed.
Huh.
She's very frozen, so I don't know if we want to.
Okay, we'll go Lulin.
I'm not gonna use the bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Crit stick
Crit stick.
on this show. Crit stick.
Lulin. You step through this door and you find yourself in a crowd of people. There is loud noises blaring from the stage, or blaring from all around you. From the front and on the stage, you see a group of 5 or 6 elves just absolutely ripping into music as the sounds of death metal washes over you.
Lulin, alright. Okay.
Lulin got the way better thing. Are you kidding me?
Lulin
I want a
Lulin-
mosh.
undoes his bun, lets his hair out, and he immediately goes into the fucking mosh pit.
Okay, we'll circle back to you.
I feel like of any person to be in a mosh pit, a minotaur is the least likely to get trampled to death.
Karak,
It's just a Limp Bizkit concert.
as you step through the doorway, you see two paths in front of you. One of them where the four of them are heading down, and the other one where Lulin is heading down. And you get the choice of which one you want to follow.
Choices.
You know what? Road less traveled. Let's go with Lulin.
Yes.
Let's go with that shit.
Let's
Like, don't
fuck
get
it
me wrong,
up.
smooth jazz is good, but I need something to drown out all the questions I have in my brain right now.
So, to be fair, until you follow them, you can't hear the music.
Yeah, I'm following Lulin.
So
no
you
matter
step
what.
out behind him as the lights overhead are flashing, and people are... It seems like people are casting Thunder Wave around, like... People are literally getting thrown left and right. This is the mosh pit to end all mosh pits. As people are getting tossed left and right, Lulin, you step into the middle and you make it about 3 steps before an ogre just runs over and bounces off you and bounces back into the crowd. And as you all make your way closer to the stage to make your way are you trying to make your way closer to the stage, I guess is the right question.
Yeah, Lulin's going up to the fence. To the beginning, he's just gonna grab it. How you see at like metal concerts, he's just gonna
Okay.
start thrashing his head.
So I'm gonna need you both to make me strength saving throws to get to the front of the stage and not get lost in the crowd. So both of you are caught in the crowd. I need you to roll me 1d6.
My
Okay.
disappointment is immeasurable.
Winning.
Okay.
Literally.
This is the bet.
So you both take 1 bludgeoning damage as you're bounced around this crowd. And we'll circle back to you as you try to get to the stage. The rest of you are in your smooth jazz bar. As you step in and you begin to walk into the inn, the tables seem to rotate on some sort of platform as one of them slides up in front of you with 6 empty seats at it.
Sorry, are we all in the same place? I was
No.
No, Lulin and Karak got sent to a metal concert, and Nugent's pissed about it.
Nugent doesn't know, but
Fair.
I know, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah, it's in real life. We're upset.
In real life, I'm really upset that Nugent is not at a metal concert right now.
Karak and Lulin, I will say you are managing to stay together so far. But that might not always be the case.
Yeah.
It's just a disturbed concert, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
It's a nat 1 because there's a chance you'll die there.
Listen, if I get to die at a disturbed concert, I've made it. Okay, I'm checking out.
Listen, you know, of all the places to die, this probably was one of the better options.
Yes.
Be stuck in stone for 1,000 years, immediately die that day at a concert from being crushed by
It's
the
been
crowd.
one day, okay? It's been one day.
I'm so upset too.
It's been a hell of a day. I'll give you that.
Hang on, I can.
I literally couldn't be killed by that. This is so upsetting.
I just realized that I can set the tone for this super well.
Which one?
Both.
Both.
At the same time.
Oh.
Alright. So for our smooth jazz, folks.
This is nice.
You know, they really kind of hyped it up to be more exciting, I think, you know?
Yeah.
Not that it's
Kind of.
bad, it's just like not like a party, I'd say.
Yeah, it's kind of relaxing.
And Newsom kind of like looks around and is like, wait a minute. We're missing 2 people.
Ooh.
I
Do you
guess we
think?
didn't.
Do you think Instead of like BAG, they did like BAE or something.
See, this is why I said we should just do a simple beat instead of hot cross buns.
Yeah, it just seemed like, I don't know. I'm not very good.
It was
at the
it
simple
was
beat
really
either.
ambitious of you all, but
Yeah.
know,
It's like do do do.
I don't know how we're gonna resolve that either. Like, how do we didn't. I asked 2 questions and that guy was like, sing the same song. But the part of the question that I really needed an answer to was how do you get back? And there was no answer given to that. So that's
We
gonna be.
We could watch people.
Now
see
y'all
if
are
they...
worrying too much. I think you just relax a little as you look
Just
over and Elliot is wearing a fedora, smoking a cigar, and has a glass of whiskey, and you have no idea where any of it came from.
He's gone native.
He's gone native. It turns out all Elliot really needed was smooth jazz in his life.
Cured his
Oh,
lycanthropy.
Now pull up a chair and have a drink.
Well,
okay. I feel like
yeah.
I feel like we just need to kind of watch people and see what they do. Because I mean, surely they can leave. Like they have homes and stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I don't know if you remember, most doors are two-way. As he just like points back towards the door they walked in through.
Outside the door the door that you walked in, as Elliot points back to it, is open, and outside you can see the throng of people who are walking into the door and disappearing on the other side.
And only a couple of them are like actually walking through directly to us, basically.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess alcohol could make this more entertaining. Susan just like sits down, like in that kind of very laissez-faire, like she leans back in her seat, this chair, and like puts an arm to the back, and is just like, yeah.
Yeah.
As you lean back in your chair, well, Nom, what are you doing?
I was gonna say Nam's gonna like turn to Karak.
Karak's not there.
Oh, he's not there.
Lulin and Karak went to an entirely different party than you did.
Okay. Then never mind.
Okay.
Nam's going to start drinking.
As you sit down in these chairs, a figure in a nice suit and vest and pressed clothing walks up. Welcome to the Earworm. What can I get you all to drink today?
Ew.
Oh, gotta work on the branding, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Worm in your ear.
People don't come for the name, they come for the music.
I don't know. If I'd known that this place was called
You know
Earworm,
what?
I might not have come at all.
No, you know what? I get it. Cause like, when a song gets stuck in your head.
You have it exactly right, my brooding
Yeah.
friend. What can I get you to
How
drink?
did you know that?
Nobody comes to a place like this unless they like the shadowy corners of the world.
Well, then it's bold of you to assume that I'm just like every other brooder.
I didn't say you
Bold of you to
were.
assume we had control of our destiny.
I feel like I should leave, probably.
No,
I am in the
Newton,
wrong place.
Newton, you are just average enough at brooding for this.
You guys were really harsh on my technique the last time I tried. I really feel like I'm
Well,
not fit to be here.
That's because a good teacher is always harsh on their newest students, Newton.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true.
I cried in my first abjuration class.
See?
I mean, I didn't cry about the brooding. It's just
Maybe you should have.
I'm maybe not that passionate of a brooder, you know?
Now, what can I get you? Do you all need something to eat? We have a soulful bruschetta on the menu this evening.
That sounds Lovely. I don't have money. I don't think. I'm kidding. We grab money.
Well, the lack of
I
the
I
lack.
have
I just realized nobody told Lyra how much money you guys got the last dungeon. You guys ended up with like
He doesn't
18.
need to know.
Fair.
Oh yeah, we made
yeah, we
bank.
have like a lot of money.
Lyra
now,
just.
Lyra.
It's so fun. I feel like I just so happen to miss every stream where we either like go to the bank to get some money or like get money in a different way. So Lyra's
Yeah,
constantly.
Let me tell you. Let me just give you a number. 21,000 was the gold loot from the dungeon you just did.
yeah. And it's all in the bag of holding. I made Elliot dump out the fucking granite.
Look, you're gonna need to make a quern sometime, and we're gonna need that granite, and you're gonna be sad.
Now,
I really
I can't
don't
believe
think
you
I.
took that for granted.
can I tell you all the specials, or are you interested in
leave.
anything in particular? You're gonna just stand up and walk out?
Wait, Newsom, maybe I should go with you.
No, I was saying that out of context because Term made a fucking dad joke in my presence. You looked me in the eyes.
You have to
Oh my
admit that
God.
was top 4.
It was good.
No, it was not top 4. No, I've heard
Top 4 of the
better ones
day,
than
at
that.
least.
It was pretty
Okay, of
good.
the day, yes, yes. Of the day, it was good. Of all time, no.
Well, all time is too much time.
I really don't like
Now.
smooth jazz, Elliot.
I can get you all a starter if you want it. We have the soulful
man.
bruschetta, the
Whatever
swinging
helps me
shrimp
feel this
cocktail.
music more.
Ah, sounds like you'd like our jazzy stuffed mushrooms then.
That sounds great.
All right, I'll have
What's
those.
stuffed in them?
They're button mushrooms stuffed with a blend of goat cheese, garlic, and local herbs. Perfect.
Doesn't sound like poison to me. I'll take it.
The man kind of like disappears from view, leaving you all at the table before the center of the table opens and out rises a platter of these stuffed mushrooms. And there's about 20 of them on the platter.
Wow,
Hey,
this is
Elliot.
weird.
Yeah.
You got room in that bag? Are these endless?
the endless
All over
appetizer
the
plate at
table.
Applebee's or something.
Half-price appetizers, baby.
Let's go.
Price at Fest 9! Let's go!
As Nom plots for his infinite breadstick life.
We only come to the jazz bar for the half-price appetizers.
Yeah, where them Mozzie sticks? Bring them
Oh
in.
my god.
We're gonna get grease all over all of our golds.
This place could have been called Apple.
I like the idea of handing over a pile of gold to a banker, but it's literally like every other one's a jalapeno popper.
Is it money or is it jalapeno poppers? The
What is
world
it?
may never know.
This sounds like a fucking good mythical morning game. Isn't it?
It does.
True.
It does. Oh my
You run out of gold and you pull out the bag and it just says.
Honestly, I
"Gold
feel like they're
jalapeno
just a
poppers."
couple years away from the game. Is it pure gold? You know?
I don't even think they're a few years away from that.
Oh,
PT's trying to reel us in, but I disagree.
I think this
Yeah,
is on
I feel like-
topic.
I feel like
We're talking about
the real thing
appetizers.
is incentive to not, you know? I'm less likely.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So,
are
how do
they
we get
endless?
alcohol? And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
is it endless? I'm suffering, okay?
As you ask about the alcohol, the man reappears. Can I interest you in a smooth jazz martini? A cool.
Whatever's the strongest, and doesn't have a stupid name.
He kind of like pauses for a
From the
second.
hip there.
Newson,
Susan, simmer down. This guy's providing us
Yeah,
with things.
Jesus. Newson, It's okay.
Nah.
He kind of
It's a ball.
Servers this way.
he kind of looks at you for a second, Newson, and make me an insight check.
Yes.
Nom's like, Newson treats their servers this way? Red flag.
I'm not being mean to him. I just don't want to hear the dumb names.
Elliot sort of like leans
Man,
over
they
to
get
Nom.
paid
Just
for
an
this.
That's
insight
funny
check.
coming from the person
Insight,
whose
yes.
hometown has a strong apple. What the hell's a strong apple?
Newson,
Really? They
No,
get
it's
It
paid
is
for
an
the
apple.
stupid names.
It is an apple-based mead that is strong. You get both bits there. It's got apples. It's alcoholic. It gives you all the information you need.
Newson, for a split second as you say that, his form almost seems to shift as the air around the table grows colder. For a fraction of a second, his skin turns red, his eyes turn black, and his horns become more pointed before he snaps back to the kind of regular satyr look that he had.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like you're a little out of touch, so a harmony highball for you. As he sets something on the table that appears to be a mixture of whiskey and ginger beer.
Okay.
I guess I'll have one of those too. I have no rhythm or harmony.
He kind of looks at Nom and Elliot and he goes, "Would you like the same, or can I get you a smooth jazz martini or a cool cat mojito?"
That sounds good to me.
Smooth jazz martini, please.
Oh yeah. And then Nom goes up for like a fist bump.
As sly as Elliot can be, he's reaching out to accept it. Fist bump.
The two of you watch as he makes these martinis in front of you, blending together gin, some sort of liqueur, and then he puts a fresh cucumber in both and slides them across to you. If you need anything else, just ask. Otherwise, enjoy the music.
Will do. And Nom's got like clout goggles on. He's got the clout glasses.
He's
What
got
is
the
a
cloud
cloud
goggles.
goggle?
The really wide white brimmed ones.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He's got those on.
I'm googling it.
Imagine the cringiest Instagrammer you can.
Mhm.
That's what we look like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's got a fedora on too, for sure.
Like very, very
Just
much the
like-
attitude of like, you haven't heard of me. I have 4,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah. That's
You're
what-
in the process of leaving already. Is this drink like small enough that I can just one shot it? Because that's what's happening.
Any drink small enough to one shot if you're not a coward.
All
You're
right.
damn right.
Damn
Also,
right.
as a Minotaur,
Yeah.
It's-
Newton, you're acting pretty jazzed out.
Yeah, I am very jazzed out, in fact. This is
You know,
not...
we can go somewhere else. There's like trying to sip quickly on a drink.
No. It's okay. It's okay. You stay. This is your vibe.
I don't know. It's
Is
a
it-
little too cool for me. I feel like they're very suave in here.
You're so cool. No, you're this.
Yeah. Well, look, whatever you want to do. I feel like Nom and Elliot are really having a good time.
Yeah, I don't want to make everybody else leave. I'm just, I might see if I can find somewhere else that's a little bit more, the Minotaur style. I don't want to harsh your all's vibe, but
No,
this
I'll
is,
come with you. I'll come with you.
Okay, all right.
It's just trying to quickly sip her. She's like, ugh, one more. There's a lot of visuals going on there. I'm sorry, chat.
Mhm, mhm.
So, the two of you head out the door and you find yourself back on the street, while Elliot and Nom enjoy the dulcet tones of smooth jazz on the inside.
Blech.
Oh yeah.
While they decide where they try and figure out how to get where they want to go, though, we're gonna cut over to our other group of adventurers.
Mhm. Disrespect your fucking surroundings.
Yeah.
You know what I like
So-
about jazz?
Uh,
Is that PT can play his jazz, and I can have my jazz playing, and they just sort of overlap just fine. You know, they were both happening. Exact, you know. It's fine.
Karak and Nuzin, as you make
Nope.
your Karak and Lulin, as you're in this mosh pit, suddenly out of nowhere, there's just a waiter with like torn clothes on, wearing armor with spikes on it, strapped over, kind of forcing his way through people, poking him to keep him out of his way. How's it going, gentlemen? Welcome to the Abyssal Roar. What can I get you to eat?
Fuck you! Yeah! Just like the hunt!
Lulu's gonna drop him like 20 gold and just ask for like the strongest shit.
Fantastic! Fantastic,
He's just
gentlemen.
gonna
I'll get
have
you
the
2
cap-
sets of Carnage tacos coming right up. As he turns and like tucks his head and just charges back into the mosh pit.
I know this isn't how this works, but I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis twice. Once for me, and then once for once for Karak.
That's
And essentially
fine.
It's just gonna it's just essentially just gonna be like band tees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
But
my god.
Icy.
Icy band tees.
Yeah.
As the
I like
two
this. Not English to
This
me.
would be
What is
where
a
I cast
band
Investiture of Stone on myself, but I used that last session, so...
Yeah.
as remember, you're all none of you have rested yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I also didn't take any hit points. I didn't take any damage last encounter.
I only took 2 damage. I'm pretty
'Cause
sure
I
that
only
was
walked
from
in.
something landing on my foot.
Oh,
Ah.
I did get pretty fucked up last time. It's fine though.
Yeah, you
Just
can't.
enter into the mosh pit.
Yeah, well,
It's
you don't-
bludgeoning, so...
also, you don't know this about me, but I don't take bludgeoning damage anymore.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it the first episode that I was here when I had to be quiet.
Yeah.
As the two of you force your way to the front of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
the waiter just rushes back to the front holding 2 plates, and you watch as like somebody gets in his way and he slides one of the plates on his other arm and just levels the guy to get him out of his way.
Yeah.
As he comes back over and he holds them out, and on the plates are 5 each, these tacos in these blood red tortillas that seem to be mixed with, that seem to on the inside have a mix of red cabbage, pulled pork, and hot sauce so hot that the air above it is shimmering.
PT, you're speaking to my own heart as a player. Now I'm gonna be hungry.
Alright, gentlemen, can I get you anything else?
Luan's gonna hand him like 5 more gold. Just be like, just bring us a bottle.
A man after my own heart, as he reaches behind his back and pulls out a bottle, and all it says on the front with skull and crossbones decorating the label is Abyssal Elixir.
This guy gets it.
This
You can't forget the known to the state of California warning, though. It has to be on there legally.
By the way, while you're here, I want to say that was one hell of a punch you gave, man.
Thank you. You want one too?
Oh, why not? Let's go.
All right, knuckle sandwiches are free of charge, and he just levels you.
How much damage am I taking?
Let me roll.
You turn to stone again.
Actually, I need Investiture of Stone for
You
that.
take 15 bludgeoning damage as he just sends you to the fucking ground.
Damn!
All right. Back to the outside, because I'm assuming we're just gonna leave you guys at these parties enjoying yourselves until everybody's back together.
Luan's gonna like yank Karak up, and he's just gonna like give him like a traditional like Minotaur headbutt.
All right. So Nuzin and Lyra, you're outside. And I'm assuming do you just walk out, turn around, and go straight back in? Or do you start playing your drum again?
Like, okay, maybe I think I'm just not gonna use the tambourine. I'll just like hum.
Well, my bongo has 2 bongos. What if we each hit 1 bongo?
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the best way to go about this.
Okay, so
Just
I'll do one like this.
and then it'll be like 1, 2. You know, you're the 1 and I'm the 2.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
got it. Okay. Okay. 1.
2.
All right, so you two head back in, and immediately the humidity of this place washes over you as you hear the music in your ears.
We don't have to roll.
What kind?
Nope, because you're playing the same instrument. It is tiki bar music. As you find yourself in a bar where the floor itself is sand, and you can smell and hear the sound of the ocean coming from outside.
Newton is looking for
Margaritaville?
manatees immediately.
Oh my god, you think they have manatees?
Dude, I think they might have manatees.
Let's go find them.
This is the best place for us.
That's a better music.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As
How dare you?
it's better for the tiki bar.
Oh, were you talking about the music? Okay. Right.
Yeah, I'm not listening to your
listening to
Spotify playlist because I don't want to get DMCA'd.
No, that was for the non-streamers. If they wanted to join the
Yeah.
jazzy vibes that I was listening to.
I do not.
Oh, I'm there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The boys and their jazz. They're split into 3 distinct groups.
A large orc walks up to you, just wearing a grass skirt and nothing else. Welcome, what can I get for you?
Okay.
Do you guys have manatees?
Yeah, this is very important.
We have a manatee mimosa.
We want that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of those can I get for you? They do come with a bottomless option.
Yeah.
They come with a bottomless
That sounds
option.
good.
What kind of bar would we be if we didn't have bottomless mimosas?
So true. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the option.
The responsible kind. Sorry.
All right, I'll get those right out for you, and thank you for coming to Sunny Shores.
Oh yeah.
As
This is definitely better.
This is it.
This is it.
as he heads away. Now, all of you go through your night, and nobody ever asks you to pay for anything. Even though some of you are just giving them gold, nobody ever directly asks you for payment. And as the night winds down and the music begins to fade away after you've all been drinking, the rooms that you're all in begin to shimmer, and suddenly you find yourself sitting around a table all together, still with the drinks in your hand, but now the place you're in looks much more like just a normal tavern. And you realize that the walls that you're inside of look like the walls of the building you saw from the outside. As you're all sitting at the same table together again after about 6 hours of being in your respective bars.
Or concerts for some people.
I just imagine the round table. We got 2 people, suave, sitting fancy, sitting pretty. 2 people more or less went to Margaritaville and had bottomless.
We've got Hawaiian shirts
Yeah.
now.
Coconut
and the other
bras.
2 who are just beaten and bruised, but still
Yeah.
look like they've had the time of their life.
Yeah, we both have like black eyes, like giant cuts and gorges.
And
Oh.
it's been about 6 hours, but everybody's finally back together.
Holy shit. Are you guys okay? Newsom says, looking at Karak and Lulin, looking happy but beat to shit still.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Never.
Yeah, we went to a concert.
It was sick.
That does sound sick. Man,
Mm-hmm.
we went to a smooth jazz bar, and I think I offended the waiter, so we left, and then me and Lyra ended up at a tiki bar. They had bottomless manatee mimosas, and it was the best thing of my life.
Ah. And the concert had like a mosh pit and like tacos that I love some pulled pork.
We're definitely wearing merch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're definitely wearing merch.
You guys are wearing merch for the Elven band that was on stage, and it just says the offcuts over. Which, fun fact for everybody in chat, that is actually the name of the band that played the music for that I used for that bar. So
Well, there
go
you
check
go.
them out.
Now you know where to find
Yeah.
it.
But
a casual history check from the nope.
But you're all sitting there
Carry
as
on.
a Kenku walks up to the table, and all of you hear his voice in the voice of the bartender from the bar you were at.
Oh. So he sounds different for each pair, basically.
Yep. Newson and Lyra, you're getting kind of like
man.
it's kind of weirdly jumping a little bit in certain places.
Oh,
Ah.
because we went to
Kenku.
multiple bars.
Will you all be having a room tonight?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything for adventurers. Everybody else is kind of going home, so we're winding down. He kind of sets. He goes, "How many rooms do you want? Or do you want a bunk room?"
I think I'm gonna have my own room. Thank you very much.
What? You don't want to bunk?
After all that smooth jazz time between the two, I thought your bromance was back.
You can get the top bunk.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
What?
All right, I guess individual rooms.
I think we should do bottomless.
bottomless rooms. Oh my
Whoa,
god.
Lyra.
I'm just
room
gonna
with
show
no
myself
floor.
out.
It just drops.
Not all of us
People
can just
consistently.
levitate.
You ever felt like sleeping on a cloud? That's literally sleeping on clouds.
Bottomless mimosas were so good.
All right. The Kenku holds up a hand and he slaps a key on the counter for you, Elliot. Or a key on the table, and he goes, "And then you wanted the bottomless room." As he like rifles through a keychain and he pulls one out and sets it on the table, and it's just a dark black key.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna take that one. We'll go together. I'm a little worried about that now.
No, it's gonna be bottomless mimosa.
I don't know if it's gonna be a bottomless mimosa room, and I'm a little worried that he gave it to you so readily. So we'll go together.
Well, it's gotta be. They gotta show some hospitality. I'm sure it's safe-ish.
What about
Okay,
the
for some people?
what about the rest of you?
I'm
What can I get for you?
everyone in this room.
Do you actually?
Yeah. If I have enough spells, I think I do, because it's only a second.
So you're levitating everyone before you get up to the room.
Yeah. Wait, 1, 2. Okay, I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I have at least 9 levitates. Woo!
Okay, so you all begin floating up away from the table.
Well, I guess that's
Let's
one
get to
way.
the room.
I don't think
I'm gonna
we
go
can't.
on the ceiling.
As you all float up to the ceiling, you kind of bounce off the ceiling, and then you see, laying with his arms crossed and his feet kicked back already on the ceiling, is Caloran. He just goes, "I told you I'd see you all again."
Oh,
Oh.
hey.
Hello.
We
Who
did
are
Nice
you?
to see you on the ceiling.
Yeah, it is. It is.
What kind
It
of
is
bar did
nice.
You go to?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh.
see you at ours.
I went to my favorite place, but they play like folksy music, a lot of. You know what? Do you know what Goliath throat singing is?
No.
It sounds familiar.
Kind of a. Whoa!
I think
Oh.
one of my uncles used to sing that.
Oh,
Is
see?
it
You get it.
similar to bottomless mimosas?
But, what brings you all up here?
Well,
We're going to our room, and Lyra's gonna start walking on the ceiling, pulling herself on the ceiling.
We didn't even get. We didn't even. Is everyone going to the bottomless room? Because I don't think the
I
rest
mean,
of us chose a room yet.
you guys probably could come to the bottomless room.
I mean, I'm sure there's more than enough space. I mean, there's no bottom.
Yeah, if you want to come
Yeah,
to the
we should
bottomless
go.
room, I'm not gonna stop you. Except for Elliot, who wanted to be on his own because he's a big baby. But Newson's gonna like crawl along the ceiling much less confidently than Lyra is, I think. But
As you're all crawling along the ceiling, he like pops up and just begins walking on the ceiling.
man, you are a lot more
Yeah,
confident
that's
in
the right
this.
way to do it.
No. Well, I mean, you're all floating. I got this whole spider thing, spider climb
You're a
thing.
spider?
No.
Oh! I was gonna say I didn't think you didn't look like a spider, but I mean what's the DDC thing?
No. 2 arms, 2 legs. Normal guy over here.
Mm-hmm.
Normal guys can't do that.
That's true. You're at least a little bit abnormal.
Say special. But
I'm a normal guy.
Maybe we're
Lyra like flips herself
unique almost.
maybe where you're all from, but you're the ones floating on the ceiling right now. So who's really
Yeah.
to say who's
Got
not
you there,
normal?
He's got you there.
Yeah, well,
And
this
I'm
is
just a
against my
normal
will.
guy.
Lyra, you are not normal. You are abnormal in the best way.
So
Woo, bottomless mimosas.
all of you get to your rooms after this long night. You find out that the bottomless room is not, in fact, a bottomless room until you lay down on the bed, where
wait,
it feels
before-
like.
Sorry, before long rest, Elliot does have a thing to do.
Mm.
If okay.
What are you doing?
I think that after a couple minutes, you'd see Elliot sort of leaning against the door frame of your room, and he just sort of like does the fedora look up. Karak, you got a moment? Got some words for you.
Sure. How do I get off the ceiling?
Lyra, you should let him
Oh.
down.
I'll let you down. And she's gonna first
Gently?
accidentally let Lumen down, and then let Correct down. Ooh, you're both down.
As he just sort of leads him to his room.
Wait, how'd Elliot get down?
That's forward.
That's true.
Is
Newson
this
just-
Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
Man's
But
got
who
his
are you?
fedora.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't sleeping with anybody.
I don't know, but you did the classic look up from under the fedora. For all we know, that's the only game Elliot has.
No, I didn't hear I'm a lady.
Mm,
Yeah, there were no miladies.
that's
You're good.
true.
All right.
Yeah,
All
sure. What? I do apologize if I seem a bit worn out. 6 hours in a mosh pit is something else.
I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
You showed some concern about our fighting style.
Concern is one way to put it. Yes.
How would you put it?
I don't want to use the word savage, but it seemed very much like once the fighting started, nothing stopped until everything was gone, which concerns me.
No doubt. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
There are things about that battle which I would have changed if I could. But
As would
you have
I.
to understand. Well, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You ever fought pure evil? I mean the kind that kills for not even pleasure. just because it can.
It's the one thing that goes against any of the tenets that I follow, so I can't say. The closest I can think of would be Velkin, but I wouldn't say that I fought him. More, he eradicated us.
Well, that's what we've been fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to get that kind of evil, it doesn't care about your morals. It will use everything it can against you. And it has. So I just before you get too invested in this group,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know that I'm gonna do what I have to do to protect them. Which includes things that might not be up to your code of ethics.
Mm-hmm.
You good?
So long as I am not asked to participate during those moments, I can't tell you what path you should take, or what role or what method of tracking you should pursue. But so long as I'm not forced to acclimate to such things,
By no means will I make you
Mm-hmm.
take up dark magics
Mm-hmm.
or do anything of that sort.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
That fight ended with me seeing something that I wish I never would see, which is myself acting in a way that I would never hope to have acted.
What do you mean? Were you not the one that cast that spell?
I may know that spell, but just because you know something doesn't mean that you should cast it. It's one of the most cruel things that you can do to something. And if it is the final blow, it's one of the worst things you can do to anything. At least in my opinion. I never want to... I never want to see myself casting that spell again. My hands still feel dirty after I came back.
You know, the elves from my college, they spent hundreds of years trying to figure out where magic comes from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you pull on these threads and energy is released, obviously, but where is that energy created? Now, the closest thing they've come to an answer is life. Or the end of life. You know, all of the energy built into us, our souls, when we die, it goes somewhere. The academics at the college think it goes back into the weave, energizing the arcane energies everywhere. That spell just accelerates that.
I'll be honest, you're
Though I'm
using a
still
lot of words
confused
that I
as-
don't know right now.
You say you watched you cast it, but you didn't cast it? Were you under some duress?
It was almost like an out-of-body experience. I know for a fact I was not in control. There was a voice that I heard said Lulin's name, but I'm not sure what that's all about. It felt like I was in someone else's shoes, and someone else was in mine. I never want to see myself do that.
Well, this is troubling to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Though, from the evidence put forward, I think I have a pretty good idea of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you might be under Velkin's control, at least sometimes. It happened to a couple other members of this party. I don't know why he's going after you now.
Oh,
Perhaps just from association?
The last time I saw him, what was it you called the man in the bag? Nathaniel?
Nathaniel, yes.
Last time I met with Velkin, Nathaniel saved me. And it's thanks to that I was able to survive, that I was able to escape Velkin one last time. As far as I know, I'm one of the last of my team. The one person that he never got to take out. Whether he sees that as some slight, or I'm unsure. I don't want to see that ever happen again, but I trust you all have... I will say, I do want to thank you for calling me into your room to have this discussion. It's been a very chaotic day, and I have a lot of questions, but it's nice to know that there's at least someone on the team who's willing to slow down and at least explain a bit of what's going on.
Yeah, of course. I mean, looking at it from my perspective, you need to understand what we're doing. It's not for us.
Mm-hmm.
We're working to turn our world back into a place for people like you who can focus on right and wrong. But until that day comes, I'm going to do what I have to do.
I guess I can understand that. I'll try my best over the time that I'm spending with your group to not get on my high horse too much. Just,
I mean, your opinion is valued.
Yeah. I just want to make sure
and I
that
do agree that
we're not becoming a worse
battle
monster than what we're fighting. You know?
That would be a hard...
Oh, trust me, I know it's a very hard bar to pass, but the road to ruin is paved with good intentions, yes? I guess that goes both ways for either argument now that I think about it.
Yes, it does.
Anyway.
I mean, at the end of the day, if we are successful, then that's it, isn't it? It'll be a better place.
Absolutely. Well, I guess I should probably get going to the bottomless room. I can't wait to see what it's all about, but
oh yes,
I will say, if I understand that you and Lyra are both pursuers of knowledge, as far as I can tell. I don't know what this college thing is, but that's the best I've been able to drum up. I also heard that there's not much knowledge of the gods. If ever either of you would like me to go through anything, I have my tenants. I can, when things are a bit calmer, I can definitely talk to you all about it, because it's always good to find knowledge from exterior sources, so long as you stick to certain things. But again, thank you so much for thank you so much for pulling me aside. I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you. And with that, Karak is going to head out and leave.
All right, so for those while Elliot's having a conversation with Karak, the rest of you arrive in the bottomless room. And it looks like an entirely normal tavern room. There's a couple beds set up in it. And everything is normal until you lay in the beds, at which point it just feels like you're falling. And that's the gimmick. When you are laying in a bed in the bottomless room, you feel like you are falling until you get out of the bed.
I don't like that. Newsom sleeps on the floor.
Newsom, you sleep on the floor and experience none of the effects.
Yeah. Well, she'd like lay in a bed, feel like she's falling, and be like, no.
Yeah,
I
Nam
just-
is like in a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got like his cloak balled up into like a pillow or something.
I have some extra like pelts and stuff, Nam, if you want one.
No.
Okay, all right. Is this because Elliot invited Karak to his room and not you? Are you
Yes.
brooding over that? Okay, all right. If you want to talk about it, just let me
No.
know. All right, okay. Well, sleep well.
I must brood.
Okay. Do you want me to hang up do you want me to kind of like drape it over the edge of the bed so it makes it extra shadowy?
Yeah, actually, that sounds pretty cool.
Okay, Nu's gonna take one of her like extra furs and sort of like create like a kind of a lean-to tent off the edge of a bed so that Nom could be in an extra shadowy spot.
All right. So, Karak, by the time you arrive back in the room, everybody's kind of fallen asleep because everybody was, I'm assuming, relatively tired after the day you've had and the party you had afterwards. And everybody goes to bed, and the next morning you're all awoken by the sun rising through the windows.
I think Lyra has a massive hangover, and it's not being helped by the falling bed, which she didn't notice. She didn't notice last night. Like, she was like, whatever, woo, it's cool. And now she's like, oh, this is not good. She kind of rolls out of bed.
You roll out of bed and Nuzin is laying on the ground directly next to your bed.
It's really gonna take a while to get used to that.
Good morning.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't do the falling bed.
No, I'm
too
really
weird.
not feeling good. I'm not feeling good.
As morning comes around, we are going to take a quick 5-minute bio break.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see everybody in about 5 minutes. See you all then, chat. Don't cause trouble while we're gone. Or do. I don't really care. Bye! For now. I guess it's not
Don't
bye.
do
See you later.
anything PT wouldn't do.
The
The
bar
bar
is
is
so low.
low.
No, that's the ending thing. That's the ending thing. Just don't do
do
anything I would do. The
but don't
bar's
do anything I
also
wouldn't
high.
do. There's a healthy gray area.
Yep. See y'all in 5. And we're back.
Wow.
Wow.
As you all kind of begin waking up in the room together, and Elliot, you wake up in your own king-size bed.
Oh yeah. I think he's down at the bar drinking a coffee before anyone is even up. You know, the fedora's gone, but he still has the he's drinking
Nightfire
coffee
kidding.
with a newspaper. You know,
It's
The
an old
fedora might be
it's an
gone,
old
but the fedora
newspaper.
energy's still there.
You can
Yeah,
take
no one
the
knows where the
fedora off the
newspaper
man, but you
came
can't take
from
the man
either.
out of the fedora.
Mm-hmm.
The fedora residue sticks. You can tell.
R.I.P.
You're marked for life.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But yeah, he's reading a newspaper with a cappuccino. Headline: War's over. What war?
I got ice cream.
Let's go.
I'll be honest, I'm not going to get used to this. It's gonna take gonna take a while to get used to waking up and it be a new day and actually being able to move. This is nice.
Nom's got like an espresso shot in his hand.
No, are you sure you want to? You're kind of high energy already. I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you're at a high energy already, and I'm wondering if this is gonna.
Are you saying I can't handle it? And then Nom
No.
chugs it in one sip.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was gonna turn out any other way.
Really, sometimes I forget that you guys are adopted siblings and not actual siblings. So
Yeah, it's uncanny.
it is.
But it is destiny.
Yeah.
I would like a large black coffee, please. Newson says, sitting down at the bar.
The Kenku just kind of pops up out of nowhere and sets one down and disappears again.
Oh, thank you. You're the best.
I just want darkness.
Are you sure you want to
Like
say
a
that out loud?
Barrel.
Yeah.
I might be able to help with that. I think I might have that bit prepped somewhere.
Yeah, it's just really bright, you know.
As all the windows shut.
I was actually going to
Who's
say, is
gonna-
Lyra just has blindness cast on her.
Oh,
That's better. My head doesn't hurt as much anymore.
Just someone casting darkness 15 feet around them.
Lulin's gonna reach over and cast Lesser Restoration and cure your hangover, but still leave you blind.
You ask for darkness.
Remarkably
To
better.
be fair, I can
terrible.
only choose one. I can only choose one of the conditions.
I feel so much better. However, I realize that I cannot see.
As you say that,
Yeah, two of
it
them.
just disappears and the blinding light is just back in your eyes, but you're not hungover anymore.
Whoa. One second, let me blink for a couple minutes, and then I'll be good.
I really feel like the bar's heart is in the right place, but the execution isn't great.
It's kind of like a genie, you know?
Yeah.
Genie.
So, like, if I
What's
just
that?
ask the bar to cure my hangover, will it do it? I wish I was not hungover.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
Lulin casts Lesser Restoration, but he bonks you on the head.
Ah, hey!
You get rid
Lulu
of
just
one, you keep
giggles.
another. You know?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm too
All
hard-headed.
things in balance.
Look, I've been actually hit by Lulin before. That'll give you a proper concussion.
Oh no! You should have seen the waiter at the concert last night. He leveled an ogre.
Dude punched me in the
Ugh,
face. It was sick.
And he's as tall as Elliot.
that's not fair. Why wasn't I at that concert? Not that our tiki bar was great. I loved the manatee mimosas. She says, like looking
Yeah,
at
there
Lyra.
was a lot of them.
Oh, I would have loved to see a guy Elliot size decking people. That would have been so good.
Lulu is wearing the merch t-shirt.
Same, same.
We're twinning.
Twinning.
No, I'm just like giving Elliot a side eye.
Elliot apparently doesn't care.
I guess not.
Elliot doesn't notice.
Elliot's reading the paper.
Elliot is in
What
fact.
is,
So
what is
what's
in the
the
paper
local
today?
news?
What
Yeah.
are the current events? I know I missed the last 1,000, but I'm sure I can catch up.
This one's actually from 1,001 years ago.
Oh my
Wow.
god! I wonder. Newspaper
It has-
from 1,001 years.
Pa-
ago.
Apparently, they just haven't been writing the news down for the last 1,000 years.
So wait, did they keep reprinting the last one, or
I wonder.
It's
No.
I
really
wonder if the
dusty.
newspaper guy got turned to stone too.
No, he probably got killed. Oh, actually, wait. Was a Kalstar god in charge of reporting?
okay,
'Cause-
okay, low, low blow there.
It's a legitimate question. Who was in charge of reporting?
I wasn't that up on current events.
You're like, I'm not well informed.
I didn't know the guy in charge of everything.
The god
Did-
Reportica.
Were you around for the fall of Rome? No, I wasn't. Rome was falling. I didn't want to be there.
Oh, all right. Whatever you say, boss.
What are the funnies?
Yeah, what are the funnies? What do we have some Garfield comics in there?
No,
Some funny- do we have
no
some
comics.
God, what?
Apparently, it was dire serious, as you know.
God, are you reading the
Things
Wall
were about
Street
to change.
Journal?
Yes, I'm reading the Wall Street Journal. Thanks.
Elliot, you've really changed since the jazz bar, and I don't know if I like it.
I don't think we like the new Jazz Elliot.
Quick, Elliot, tell me a joke.
As far as Karak knows, this is how Elliot is all
Yeah,
the time.
he's always
This is
way.
the only Elliot he's
This
ever
is-
known.
no.
This is the one and only Elliot. Hope you like it.
Lulu's gonna walk over to you and no, I'm not going to. Actually, no, I am. I'm gonna cast remove curse, and I'm gonna remove the fedora.
Oh, the fedora's gone. The fedora's already gone.
The spiritual fedora.
Yeah, the
The spiritual
the
fedora.
magical fedora that's still there is no
If we
longer there.
recurse him with lycanthropy, maybe he'll go back to normal. Anyone got a werewolf handy?
I don't.
Anyone got a werewolf handy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hello.
I
Hi.
thought you got cured by the
It's
jazz.
me.
Well,
I was wondering if after all. Nope, sorry.
hello. How are you?
No.
I did it. I knew it was a problem the second I started talking.
Well, you said the wrong word, so I was like, I have to fix this.
There are no wrong words.
There's so many wrong words. There's so many.
The words that
Anyways,
are wrong
what's
are
our
wrong.
plan here?
Well,
Well,
we gotta go get into a city that subjugates furbolgs and minotaurs.
Mhm.
Retrieve a whole city from that city, and then leave.
Specifically, a Minotaur city from that city.
Yeah, which is probably not going to be easy. I'm guessing the guy that likes to subjugate furbolgs and minotaurs is really enjoying the fact that a whole minotaur city showed up in his city.
Are you sure the to be subjugated Minotaurs didn't just like rise up and kick his ass?
I mean, that'd be the hope, but it was Ohans that went there, and they're pacifists, so
Oh. fucking pacifists. They know we're at war, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They said a war, nah, and then they left.
It's funny.
It's not. It's really not. It was not helpful at all.
Well, I'm sure they'll figure that one out soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say I do now that I've been able to wake up and we weren't immediately rushed off to God knows what. I would like to address some of the things in the pile that I've been putting back.
Yeah.
So, first off, what's college?
Okay,
seems
it's
nice.
school. It's school, but big.
Oh, big school.
Yeah.
For
it's
giants?
Sort of like no,
Oh.
Not
like
physically big. Well, it is physically
well,
big.
yeah, kind
but-
of more students.
School
But,
for adults.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like you know how you when you went to school, you learned some stuff, and you were like, "What if I want to learn more stuff?" Then you go to
Mhm.
college.
Ah. See, normally we would just follow a god of some sort, one that felt nice to be around, one that fit with our worldview, and then we would learn more stuff.
But we don't have those, so
That's my next question. What
some people
happened?
I mean,
I
Think
feel like there
about
were a
it.
lot of gods.
Yeah, they're all down here.
Fair.
except for one.
Yeah, mine. You
Yeah,
mentioned.
but that one just sort of
the
like
Lady of White
hid,
Roses.
I
She's
guess.
doing well.
Oh, I guess two.
Ah,
Yeah,
Two?
Valena.
It's true.
My
But
girl.
she like just came back.
I guess that actually means 3 then, because there's also the Lost God.
Yeah, but he's currently here though because he's in our basket.
Well, yeah, but he
Bag.
has been out in our world
Yeah,
and
true.
does do stuff there. So, and I guess I
Also-
don't know if you can count the maze as a god, but that was kind of like the religion that sort of existed in
But that's
Olfast, but it
not
was.
God.
I mean, it could be, I guess. I mean,
No,
according
it
to the laws of
can't.
gods here, if people believe in it, then it's a god. So, like, I guess the maze is an entity because people. Well, I guess I don't know.
Well,
'Cause
no, it's a thing. It's a thing exists, and people worship it, and it gives that thing power. Not
Mhm.
people worship a thing, and it pops into existence. Surely,
Whether or not the
like
maze is an
if I
actual
just
person.
started worshiping like fried hamburgers, are they going to appear?
Only if a
Maybe.
lot of
Because
people did
sign
it.
me up.
I don't know why
Free
it
coffee.
wouldn't at
That's
this
my
point.
religion.
Firstly, Elliot, I can make that happen.
Please do.
Secondly, the
Now?
idea of it's just speculations that the maze was an actual person. We don't know because Minotaurs don't record history. We very rarely write things down.
Yeah.
Lulin,
But
you
we've
just hear
also
a voice in
been
your
through the
head.
maze.
Lulin, you just hear a voice in your head. Who cares if the maze was a god? Smash his shit now.
Lulin giggles, but like again, the idea and the practice of the maze is more so based off of ideals and a code.
So not a
Not
person.
like-
Oh, so like my
Like, I
my
feel like if it was a
tenants.
person, it would have like been tracked.
Yeah, it's like not losing yourself to the maze, because when
Yeah.
Minotaurs escaped the maze, we were like feral, and now we're not, mostly.
So
I was gonna
again,
say,
like
there are
like my
moments I
tenants,
wonder.
where I have a certain set of rules and ideals I uphold to make sure I don't lose myself in doing things that are, by all accounts, rather unpleasant.
Strong
I'm-
words.
I think it's kind of like ours is a little bit less. I don't know. You seem a little bit more uppity about fighting in general, whereas I think ours is a lot more like defined by your capability, I guess.
I would beg to argue that it's making sure that the capabilities match. The hunt is meant to be it's supposed to be a challenge, and so if you're fighting something defenseless or killing and not using everything that you've killed, then it's disrespectful to the thing that you're hunting. Me and Elliot had a wonderful conversation, and I'm gonna try my best to hold back a bit. Understand that you all have your quest, and mine happens to intersect with it in some way. We've had an understanding, which does bring me to this point. During the fight, during the fight, with the thing,
Yeah. There's some
to-
weird shit happening there.
That was
Yeah.
dope.
and okay, so I'm not the only one that had an out of body experience.
Yeah, I got really small.
I got really,
really
big with
big.
a hammer, and I heard something in my head that said, "You're not Lulin."
That'd be him. Loon's gonna
Oh,
point to
Maze
Mazebreaker.
Breaker. Yeah, he was probably. If you were in Lulin's body, Maze Breaker was probably pissed. He hates everyone.
Ah, I'm just.
Macebreaker's
I'll-
pretty chill.
I'll-
I don't hate you, boss. Just the rest of them.
He was
Lulin
real heavy. I'm
pats him.
surprised I was able to swing him at all.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
he's also heavy for me, so.
Ah,
you did good. Form
Yeah,
could
don't
be
blame
improved.
yourself.
Form could be improved.
Macebreaker needs to go on a diet, let's be honest.
Listen here, you little
Okay.
shit. You just all hear in your heads.
so. Not sure who had my body, but in the future, please don't cast that spell. I don't like seeing myself do that. Just as a guideline, because I'm assuming I don't want to say it will happen again, but I didn't like seeing that.
I didn't
Lu-
do any
Lulin-
magic, so.
Lulin's just gonna walk up to you and just give you a hug. I'm sorry.
Then why did you learn the spell?
I mean, just because you have knowledge of something doesn't mean you should use it. Knowledge of a spell does not mean that you have the
Well, then why
the
did you?
willpower or the strength to use it. Personally, I shouldn't. I was able to learn it so that way I knew what it would be like to have it done to others. So that way I knew what it would cause.
Yeah, he's a warlock. He doesn't really. They don't really do the whole willpower, self-decision thing.
Oh, like someone just assigns it to you?
Yes, my god gifted it to me. These powers are a gift.
Ugh.
They're not the best. You know,
It's a weird
I
word
go
for a
about
collar.
with them as I see fit, so long as I follow the tenets of the lady.
I feel like every time I've
And
had
what if the lady told you to
something-
use it?
Well, I'm not really sure she would ever do that. She's not really the biggest fan of it, but like
It's been a-
at the end of the day, the tenets are pretty simple. Respect the cycle of nature, which that spell, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't. Protect the wild places, honor the hunt, be one with the forest, and adapt and endure. I was really good at that last one. I was a bit too good at that last one, but you know. But okay, so we've got that voice in head. You said it was Mazebreaker?
Don't fucking talk. Don't
Yeah.
fucking talk to me, you warlock piece of shit.
Hey,
Can we all hear that, or is it just
That's
the two of them?
no. That is directly into Karok's head. Only Karok's head.
I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why you don't like me. I will say I do. I think you were lovely in battle. I know it was a bit of a surprise, but you know I appreciate. I'm sure that you and Lulin have a wonderful connection that makes it a whole lot easier to do stuff, and I would never try to come in between that if I wasn't forced to.
What are you muttering at? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, why were
Apparently,
you staring
Mazebreaker.
right at me when you said that?
Yeah, what? I'm confused.
Okay, well,
You're
I
talking to
assumed
Maze?
everybody could hear Mazebreaker in their head, but okay.
Oh, is he
They can-
talking to you?
They can kind of pick and choose. Sometimes we all hear them. Sometimes only the person holding them hears them.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's not confusing at all.
No, it's really. You can also.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't have
bad.
to respond out loud. You can like internal monologue to them. Yeah.
Okay, well, good to know.
Yeah. It's you won't ever get used to it. Honestly, it's terrible.
No,
But
Got it.
It's true. And
well,
if
okay.
he's
Daniel.
Everybody
being a little
but
bit like-
Lyra's dad.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not too
He's
bad.
chill. And I don't think he's
If
ever.
he's
Has
being
he
a
ever
bit,
actually talked in your heads?
Nope. Your father has never intruded on anyone's mind.
He respects privacy.
We just know he's chill, you know.
I
he
on-
chill,
yeah.
he chill.
I only have
Shit
2
like that.
more things in the pile.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Thankfully, I was able to condense a fair number of them. The nap really did help. What is this atheism thing that you were mentioning earlier?
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure who A is, but
So no, yeah. So
Ayy.
A, as in like the like
Hey, it's
prefix.
theism.
It's like
You know,
it's a
atypical?
Latin root. um. Anyway,
I don't know that
so it's
language.
like it's like not theistic. Like no God.
I guess that makes sense based on what you said before. I mean, that seems rather lonely isn't
Well,
the
like-
right word.
well,
Unguided.
like, you know,
guess.
well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Like, you know, everyone knows that gods exist. Of course, it's would be silly not to think they don't exist. But like what are they doing in my business? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like they shouldn't be in my business. Like they should be somewhere else. You know?
So, if I'm getting this right, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't want
Yeah.
to assume anything. You would rather not rely on their powers and gifts and such.
Sure,
Am
like
I-
I
am I
you
in
know
the
I
right-
learned enough. I learned enough magic on my own, and it seems like a lot of trouble for like, for just some person like messing around. Like I don't know.
Rock, you hear the voice in your head again. Yeah, you know, for all the people who don't want to willingly strap a collar around their neck.
Just internal dialogue. I'm just gonna put a little pin in that and just be like, I'll address that.
What did I say about talking to me?
Two-way street. Anyway, I can understand that it in a way. I don't personally agree with it, but I do. I think that is understandable. And the last one is Nom, just Nom, and I don't think that there's going to be an answer. There's not even really a question. I'm just confused about Nom.
What do you mean?
Like you don't know what a kobold is, or like
No, it's just Nom is very. Sometimes I can agree with them. Sometimes they are batshit insane. I
Hey,
can't get it. Is
don't
that
talk about
normal?
my friend
Am I
like
supposed
that.
to have gotten a beat on them by now? Am I
No.
behind?
No,
Mm-mm.
Okay.
stop trying to figure out my friend.
If any of you ever figure out what the heck is going on, I would
What's there to
appreciate
figure
it.
out?
Because I would love to know what's going on in your head one day. Because I feel like the
Why?
secrets of the universe would be opened up to me at that point.
Stay out of his head. Too many people are in there right now.
Yeah.
Storm. Okay,
I will say-
you mentioned stuff.
Hey, come
like
here.
that.
Come stoop to my level.
Okay, sure. Why not? Okay.
Now I'm kind of like stares at you in the eyes, and you have like that 0.5 camera angle view of him right now,
With the-
and and he goes, "I
The
still
guy?
don't trust you, for the record."
Well, that's understandable. That is very understandable.
You act like this cheerful man, and I respect that.
Oh, thank you.
You
I
have my
appreciate that.
respect, but not my trust yet. That you have to
That-
earn.
I would expect nothing else. That seems like a lovely way to live.
And then Nam like pats you on the head and goes, "Anyway, meet my pet mouse Omni." And then out of Nam's cloak crawls this little mouse.
Oh, I see you're a lover of animals too. Nice. You had a bunch of dogs earlier. They were
Yes.
absolutely a joy to see.
The animals are the only ones I could trust when I was by myself for 10 years in the wilderness,
Mm-hmm.
alone eating gruel.
I thought you were only 7 years old.
So you're a survivor as well.
Don't snitch, Newsin.
Now I'm kind of
Yeah,
like,
I didn't get my
Quite
timelines
adapt.
right.
Quite enduring.
now I'm
That
kind of like
speaks
Stay
thinking
out
for
of
a
this
to your
second.
character.
Newsin.
Now I'm kind of thinks for a second, and he goes, 14 months. I was alone.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds more
Lasting
correct.
that long on your own at that age, you must be one hell of a survivor.
How old were you?
Are you patronizing me?
Never. I mean,
Are you
every word that I tell you is the
patronizing me?
truth.
Lyra, did I use that word right?
You used it so right.
Thank
but
you.
how
Just
old
to
were
be clear,
you when
very
that
much,
happened?
very much am telling the truth right now. Karak is legitimately impressed. I may not be the best at making that sound that way. Karak is as genuine as he can be.
No,
What
no, no. Nama's pulling your strings.
he's gonna believe you either way, because people wouldn't go on the internet and tell lies.
Never. Never
Uh-uh.
lie on the internet.
This has
Ain't
been
no
this has been
way.
absolutely illuminating. Well, that's all of the pile. If any of you have any questions for me, I will do my best. I do know your friend Elliot had a concern earlier, a possible. Would you like to say it, Elliot, or should I?
You can.
Elliot believes that, at least the out of body experience, that believes that I may be under the influence of Velkin. I'm not sure how or why. But
This-
the last thing I want is for him to win.
This
Did it
time.
feel-
Ooh, never mind.
Go ahead.
Never mind. You said the end of the sentence. I'm not going to say what I was going to say anymore.
I said the
No.
Okay. Did it feel like you were inside your body looking out?
No. It felt like I was in someone else's body seeing my own body. Well, pang, you know?
Oh, then that probably wasn't Velkin then.
Oh, that's a relief.
At least unless he's changed how he controls people. When he would force me out of my body, it wasn't so much being forced out as it was being forced in. Like, you can still see through your own eyes, but you can't do anything to control your body anymore.
Like a cage.
Yeah, like a
Got it. If I feel like a trapped
black-
animal,
yeah,
that's
like
what
a
it'll feel like.
yeah, it's like a black abyss, and all you want to do is scream because he's doing things that you don't want him to do, and then he does it anyway, and then you're pissed. At least that was my experience, you know.
I
but
mean,
you're
I've
kinda
never
always
experienced
mad,
that,
right?
so that's very, very, very lucky. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah, that's kind of why I got rid of him. It unintentionally a little bit, but I kind of just
Mhm.
wanted some time away from him. But turned out he got, he threw a big fit when I, let go of him. So,
Huh.
Yeah, he was.
and he
was
left.
pretty pissed.
I'll be honest. He didn't really. I guess I only ever really saw him
At
when
his-
when he was in control. So, you know,
Yeah,
when he
he
was in
wasn't.
control of the situation. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah, that's the thing with the sentient weapons is that they have like some level of control. Though I think he's the only one that's ever exerted that level of willpower over any of us. I don't know if all of them can do that or not, but
Well, I don't think I have any sentient weapons, so I should be safe. Anybody else have their own pile they would like to get answers out while we're here?
I have one.
Yes.
When is your birthday?
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest. My mind is very blurry. The
Then it's today.
the t-
Woohoo!
the best.
Woohoo! Happy rebirthday!
I'll be honest. The only
I'll get the
reason
cake.
I have a
Let's
name
go,
is
Nom.
because I was able to
All
hear
right.
people outside calling me Karakareem while I was gone. So, after 1,000 years of being called that, just kind of take it.
Oh, so you don't even know if that's actually your name.
It's the name I was given, and therefore it's mine.
That's kind of crazy. Did Elliot and Nom actually leave just then?
Yeah,
Okay.
Nom did.
Yeah, we're going to the bakery. We're looking for the closest bakery.
It's your birthday.
So I guess if me coming back out of the snow, I guess that would be my birthday, since that's the me coming back. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got like maybe a new name from it and everything, that kind of makes sense. That
The man
It's
that
now,
came out
like-
of the stone womb.
I don't know if I love that description, but
Tom just came back to drop that little nugget of wisdom.
Yeah. Nom like said that on his way out.
he's like flung the door open.
Also, as the two of you are headed to go find a bakery, the Kenku just meets you at the door with a cake.
With a birthday cake. It just says,
Oh,
it's one of those sheet cakes that just says Karakareem.
It's your birthday? Question mark.
It's your birthday?
No, it's your birthday! Exclamation point.
You just
This is
like
a command,
take a little
not a
swipe
request.
of the.
This is a command.
This is your
What-
birthday. Period.
That is a good question. What day is today? Because I just know that today is a day. I don't have a concept of what the exact day and time is. I know
Well,
it's morning.
I think when we left, I think it was fuck. So it might
Oh.
be you today, or it could be Ferret.
Ferret.
Doesn't time
My-
work
it's
differently?
My
Ferret.
birthday is fuck you. Oh my
No,
word!
they're separate days. One day
Oh.
is fuck, and one day is you, and then one day is Ferret. They're like
Yeah.
three.
I think
They
it's
happen
Ferret.
consecutively.
Because you got out of the rock on fuck. We slept here in the chapel.
Yeah,
That was you.
you. So today
Then-
would be Ferret.
Ferret,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Got it. So I was born on
Does it ever
fuck.
feel like it's always fuck you, ferret? Like, it's never Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, it's
Everybody-
always fuck you, ferret.
It's because the weekdays go by so fast, and we really make the
Yeah.
most of our weekends. Our fuck you and
We
Ferret.
only work on the weekends.
We only work on fuck you, ferret.
Yeah.
Classic.
Anyway.
I love that. Doesn't everything always happen on Fuck You and Ferret? Everybody
Yeah.
page to the
To be-
right, looks at the screen.
To be fair, those are really good days for things. Those are very good days.
They
They're
are.
very
They are.
action
They,
oriented. Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Action-oriented days.
So, anything else, or
So what's like your end goal here? Just to find the Lady of White Roses?
my goal back then was, but now it seems my new goal is to hopefully bring summer back and hopefully allow the Lady of White Roses to come back, I guess.
Got
or
it.
better yet, go and meet her out there. Whatever strikes her fancy.
So we should
Also-
probably figure out.
Along with that, the thing with the observatory, which
Couldn't we just like send her a message and see what she wants you to do?
that is a very good idea, but I'm not sure how to do that. I don't have.
Don't you
I
think if
have
magical
that
sending
spell.
worked, it would have been happening over the last?
Maybe
1,000
she
years.
doesn't look, if he doesn't know how to do it and she gives him the magic, she probably doesn't know how to do it either.
Well,
To be fair, it might just be
to-
she doesn't want every warlock calling her. Like when you're a god, you can't just have every single warlock in your mind. It's more preferable that
But like, wouldn't it be important to have a way to contact her since she's like the source of all your magic and stuff? That really just seems like a
She-
raw
she-
deal, honestly.
She finds a way.
Like, you just
It-
have to depend on somebody for all of your like Lyra and Elliot just read books and learn magic. Like, wouldn't it be better to do that? Because then you don't have to deal with a whole second person.
The way I see it, I'm given the tools and I'm given the freedom to use those tools mostly as I see fit.
Except for when you have to be cute so that they like you.
Yes.
Got
Then
it.
it's all me.
Okay. This is wild. So if we fix this place, you'll probably just like stay here and start doing what you were doing again?
Well, possibly, depending on what the lady is asking, or considering that there's not many other. I'm assuming there's no other warlocks. I guess I would go out into the world and try my best to help gain more followers.
Really? You think now's the time to recruit?
No, not now. After, when everything's all said and done, and we can deal with morals then, like our discussion we had, Elliot.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, we have met other warlocks, at least one. Did we ask him anything about how he gets his magic?
I guess
Well,
not.
we
No.
can't. We can't
guess not.
anymore.
I guess not
Yeah.
only warlock, but the only one of my sect that I know of. Because I have no idea what happened in the last 1,000 years. I just know there's none of my. No, as far as I can tell, I'm the only one left.
Wait, why can't we ask him anything?
Didn't we kill him?
No,
No,
we
we
didn't kill him.
kill him.
We did it.
No, we didn't.
Feldemar is fine.
Did Falcon?
Yeah, Feldemar is fine.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Cardin for some reason. I don't know why you're talking
No,
We're all
not
talking about-
Card.
We're all talking
I
about
was-
somebody
I
dead.
thought
I
you
like,
were
I was
I like
talking
the
about-
whispering of just like, didn't we kill that warlock in front of the warlock? Just like, this is fine.
No.
So we
I'm
asked-
happy where I am right now. I feel
Just one of
totally
them.
safe.
Well, to be fair, we kill people who attack us first, but
Well, that just seems that just seems like smart. Don't attack if you don't want to get attacked back.
yeah,
Sure.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
But
like
no,
you know.
and to be fair,
you have to be ready
Feldemar
for the
did
dangers of
attack
life.
us first, and we still didn't. We actually didn't kill him. We talked reason.
I really
and-
hope we can.
Not
see
without
that.
trying. like-
That seems like a much more
Tried to kill him first,
preferable.
and then we talked reason.
I didn't try and kill him.
Okay, most of us tried to kill him first.
Okay, well, fair enough.
That
I
puts
feel he probably tried to kill him
He
first.
he had the
that
same
puts me-
reaction to Velkin that you had, actually. Which was a bad one. And then I had to explain that we weren't like with him anymore. Because he
It's true.
sucks. Yeah.
well, yes, of course he
Yeah.
sucks. He committed genocide. That's I feel like sucks is
Yeah.
underselling it.
Yeah. Well, he was really selling the whole warlocks are evil thing, and none of us had ever met a warlock when he was selling that, so it was really like manipulation,
Yeah, you
Because he
can't-
was like, warlocks are bad, and we were like, we have no reason to believe otherwise because we've never met them, and when we did meet them, they tried to kill us, so.
fair.
But,
Not fair that they tried to kill you. Fair for your reasoning. I need to
Yeah.
specify that.
No, I get you,
Oh,
Yeah, no. I met the goblin fellow up in Colboldia.
Oh, yeah, that guy was real bad. He definitely.
Yeah,
We
but we
didn't
had
even-
him killed.
Yeah, we didn't even kill him. Another guy killed him,
Yeah,
but
That's who I thought you met. Wow. Wow.
yeah, I forgot about him. I mean, like, kind of, he was really he led to a lot of misfortune. I wonder how Koboldia's doing now. I bet much better.
I bet you those fungus people.
Oh
are
yeah,
in
I'm sure once
charge.
we assassinated their leadership there, they really came out of that economic boom.
Was it it was only an economic boom for him, though, really. They're probably
Yeah.
just vibing with their shiny rocks again, you know?
I mean, shiny rocks are cool.
Yeah, and all the lizard folk and myconoid people are probably doing way better not having to like live in the sewers unless they want to. So,
Hmm.
and the minotaurs in the city don't have to be ridden everywhere like fucking horses.
That was wild. That was
That
so
was
wild.
wild. It was a fucked up place. It was. The guy was ass backwards. So let's put it that way.
Well, it's great that we're heading somewhere that's totally not like that. I'm trying my best to use sarcasm. The next guy does not like minotaurs or fearbolgs, for that matter. So I'm gonna have a blast.
What does he like? Do you know?
Fire.
Himself.
Fire.
Well, okay, what races does he like?
Giants. You all kind of hear the voice in your head at the same time. He likes giants.
Oh, really? You know this, Macebreaker?
We got beef. Well, sorry, poor choice of words.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, you don't like beef either. So yeah, I got beef with the fucking guy.
Okay, so he liked you, but you didn't like him, huh?
I mean, he didn't like me for long. Listen, there's a reason I signed on with Velkin.
So wait, you're from the Feywild?
Yeah, I'm from here.
Oh shit.
It didn't. I mean, like, nobody ever. Yeah, I mean, Velkin took a lieutenant from everywhere. I'm from here. Amoa's from the Elven lands. You know, Lyra's dad's from the Kalishtar.
Mhm.
Velkin's a human, and so was Guru.
Wait, Kalashtar is a place too?
Well, I mean, the
Yeah,
ethereal
you're-
plane,
That's
I
where
suppose.
Kalashtar are from.
But
Kalistars are from the ethereal plane?
Yeah, what? Wait.
I mean,
Damn, they vibing.
most of them. I mean, they were.
That's crazy.
Are there more there?
I don't really know. I'm not from there. I've never been there. I didn't fight that part of the war.
Sorry, I'll talk to my spider lady mentor. My
So
advisor.
here's what I was thinking is
Academic advisor.
I have some magic that can let me change my appearance. So I was thinking maybe it would be better if we didn't look like minotaurs, like maybe, but I don't know if I can make myself look like a giant necessarily. I'd be like a small giant. Unless you're like a really big giant Guru, but from the Echo Gardens, I don't think I could be like 20 feet tall.
I mean, one of the nerds could probably enlarge you.
Yeah.
That's true. But I mean, I guess I could work. I'm just thinking about trying not to immediately get like I don't know, sold into slavery, whatever this guy does. Like
Oh no. He doesn't hate minotaurs like that. Like,
okay.
I mean, they still worship him. It's just he didn't always hate y'all. And then
Okay.
I revolted, and my good buddy Olfast revolted.
Oh, got it. So he doesn't like minotaurs that come from outside.
Yeah, he likes everything. He likes everybody to stay nice and under where he can see them.
Ooh, it's a really good thing I don't have my storm horns anymore. Now that I think about it, that would be a big giveaway for me.
Yeah, that could be
Um,
bad.
Yeah, it'd probably be. Maybe it would be even better if I just like change my appearance a little bit. Even if I'm still a minotaur, but I don't like. Maybe I'll look more like my dad. Oof, already kind of fuzzy, but just to really not evoke that imagery. Okay. Well, this has been enlightening, I suppose.
I'm happy we're all relatively on the same page now.
Yeah, at least. a
I feel like
little
I'm
bit.
gonna have a lot less moments where I have to throw things into the pile.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that.
Good thing I don't bet then.
Oh.
You don't
So
like to gamble?
I'm not one to gamble.
Oh.
At
Yeah,
least
shit.
not in the traditional sense.
Yeah, he just likes to sell things, like his soul.
Yeah, I feel like that's a
Dude.
gamble.
You want to play nice or what?
Hmm. I mean, I will because I have to, but I don't really want to.
At the end of the day, they are their own magical weapon. They can have whatever thoughts they want about me. The way I see it, I can't control how you see me or how you decide how you judge my choices, but what I know are my choices are my own.
I mean, we could be best friends if you just revoke your patron.
I'll keep it in mind if I ever feel the need, but I doubt I'll ever feel the need. But thank you for the
I
offer.
feel like ditto, except, about Velkin.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said ditto, but with Velkin, directed at Mazebreaker.
Hey. I agree that the guy's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
And what he's done recently ain't good.
And his whole mission about, stopping the dark evil spirit that he brought to our plane and then ended up releasing doesn't sit good with you?
Yeah, so, what he's done recently ain't good. Like I told Newsom, I'll play nice. I know you got Warlock friends. I don't have to like it. And I don't have to agree with them.
Exactly.
Sure as shit not gonna let you go out there and make more followers.
I mean, you didn't have Lulin knocking in the heads of the guys who were preaching for Tholena when
I got no personal experience with Tholena.
And it's because she's hot.
Do you have personal experience with the Lady of White Roses?
I got personal experience with all your gods. Why do you think I changed sides? A hunt's only fun if you're on the right side of it.
oh, they hunted you?
The hunt,
hunted
the
you.
metaphorical hunt that the thing my lady
Well,
does.
Just because you got your ass statuified doesn't mean the war didn't still happen.
Yeah. Trust me, we didn't want a war as much as anyone else did.
Yeah, that's bold words from the ones who chose winter before anyone showed up.
When you see a bunch of other gods fall, it's only one choice.
Yeah, tighten the noose.
Well, this is contentious.
I mean, hey, could be worse. I can't imagine how Amora feels that, Nom's got a soft spot for one of hers.
I mean, I guess that's true. I guess she hasn't chatted with you very recently. Now, I've never heard you talk much about her.
It's because she hasn't helped me, at all.
I
I mean, she is an elf, so
She always was kind of the silent bitch type.
Well, I didn't call her that.
But you did think it, or
I didn't. Hey,
I think for Nom's own safety, we should end this conversation.
okay. Look, I'm just clarifying. Alright, so it's gonna be an eventful rest of our time. That's gonna be something.
I mean, that's all even if we can get out,
I mean, we have to. We can't just not get out.
Well, I don't know how to.
Well, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We always do.
Have you tried breaking it?
True.
It's fair.
To be fair, I'm still interested
Lulin-
in that
It's worked-
observatory.
it's
Something
worked
about a
twice
pin
now.
being missing.
Lulin, you hear the voice only in your head now. Just for a second. Even if I could break this thing and get us all out of here, I'm not letting a bunch of gods run amok in the world again. I'd rather we all die here than they live out there.
I think Lulin's just gonna say, just as you're protecting our home, I'll help you protect yours.
Mazebreaker doesn't respond to that. He does become a little bit lighter, though.
Yeah.
That bitch ass wants us all to die. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess we oughta.
Head out to Caliban, keep an eye out for that observatory. I don't know why. I just feel like it's important. Not many people's last words are telling people to go to an observatory, so.
Wait, someone's last words to you were to go to an observatory?
The pixies in the cocoons,
You talked
they were
to
people.
them?
Yes,
Oh.
when you all were fireballing the defenseless eggs, I was out there getting who was left out of that windstorm you all made. They had just enough time to tell me that there was an observatory, it needed to be found, and that a pin was missing. That's all they could tell me.
Did they explain a good reason that we should care?
Did they tell you if it was like
Usually
dangerous or
usually people don't have time to give a reason when they're at death's door.
right?
Well, maybe they should consider it next time. Anyways, are we gonna
I
head to
don't
the
think
city
they'll,
or what?
I don't think they'll have it next time. So
Also, hold on. I want to tackle this defenseless egg thing. Yeah.
you killed his mother. It was defenseless after that.
So you would have rather us let them like die slowly and painfully because they weren't being cared for, rather than just wipe them out all at once? Do you not, when you
As a-
hunt something, do you
as a
not
per-
kill
as
it
a
as
person.
efficiently as possible?
As a person, who
Uh-huh.
all of his friends were more or less genocided,
Mm-hmm.
seeing another group of people, or I guess in this case monsters, get genocided without any of them having a chance of surviving and carrying on, leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Again, you're allowed to do what you want as long as I am not part of those actions. I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to try my best to hold back a bit. But that is my personal belief. Whether
Stamping
you
out one clutch of eggs is not the same as destroying an entire like race or
they still were
group
defenseless.
of people. Again, they would have
Clear.
died either way.
Would it have been better if we scrambled them first, or
If the eggs were to live, what do you think will happen to this town? Like,
Yeah, you're
this
choosing their
again,
life
hunt of
over
yours.
Again, I'm simply giving you my thoughts in the moment. After seeing the outcome of this event, I agree. You all were in the right. But in that moment, that is what I felt. Whether that is a good thing or a bad thing is for none of us to decide.
I feel like you've been out of touch with the small folk for too long. You've been mingling with gods for too long, and you haven't been dealing with the people.
Perhaps.
Well,
Guess
we
you
ought to
could-
correct that.
To be fair, you could say the same. You've been spending so much time with adventurers that you don't think about how the monsters are going to end up feeling later. Everyone's a monster in the right circumstance.
I
And
suppose.
everyone has to be killed under the right circumstance.
Yeah. If an adventurer is a
Monsters
threat,
are to
they
be
have...
killed. Whether or not they were once your friend. As Elliot sort of like looks towards Mazebreaker a little.
Mm.
I mean, the nerd's not wrong.
Again, I'm just giving you my personal view of the things. We've already decided that what happened and what ended up happening was an overall good thing for the people of this town. I don't think anybody's arguing that. I just wanted to make my thoughts known. Because if I don't make them known, then they're not important.
I also just, while we're pitching ways to get into the city, let's stop talking about all the warlock business.
Yeah.
But while we're thinking about ways to get in the city, whatever happened to your friends that were here?
They're in the city, probably. Oh, I could probably message them now.
That would be a good thing. That would
Should
give
I
us
do
some
that?
good yeah. See if you can get in contact with like Aerie, probably. I think Aerie is usually a bit more helpful than Drago.
I
Fine.
like Drago. I like him personally.
Look, no. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Drago. He's great company.
He's my
He
number
just-
one fan.
Exactly. And that's kind of the problem, Nam, is usually he wants to know more about what you're doing than give us information about what's going on, you know?
Could also talk to that gazpacho guy.
The bear.
Can you understand Bear if you message them?
I didn't think about that part.
That's a really good question.
I mean,
Well, because I think message does automatically translate to a language you understand, doesn't it?
it does.
So, like, it's kind of a
Just
long
message
distance.
any bear.
That's kind of a long distance speak with animals if you know the bear.
You know the
you
animal
point your finger toward a
personally.
creature within range and whisper a message. The target only hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. The cast is through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond barrier magical silence. No, I think that's the. Is message the right spell?
It might be
no.
sending.
It's sending.
Yes.
All right, let's read the rules of sending. You send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. You can send the message across any distance, and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
So as long as Gazpacho has an intelligence of at least 1,
They
he
can
can
do it.
understand.
And he can cast
And
spells,
respond.
so
Yeah, he can
Yeah, I
cast
was gonna
spells,
say-
He probably has a higher
so-
intelligence than 1 if he can do that.
We got through to Drago, and
Look, I was like shitting on Drago, okay? I was just saying he's not very efficient with his words. I think Aerie is a bit more
Will,
spoken.
what if Gazpacho is
PT over
really
here.
smart?
Challenge accepted. All right, Aries.
Not
Yeah,
Aries, Aerie.
Aries.
Look, I've been watching The Expanse. Shush.
That explains it.
Understandable. How many times is this now?
We're on like
Several.
3.
Nice. An appropriate number of
To be fair,
times.
it's only like 2.5 because I just kind of stopped halfway through last time.
No, you don't really need to watch the last season.
I haven't watched the last season at all, actually.
Good, you're on track then.
The first time I went through, I had watched. It was before the last season came out.
Okay. So who are you
Anyways, back on
messaging?
topic. Eri. Hey, we're in the this mystical fairyland, and need to know how to get to the city that you guys are in. You have 25 words.
You got to R. We need to know how to get into the city that you guys are.
Nice. Anyways,
Is into being counted as 1 or 2 words there?
Into's being counted as 1.
Good. I wanted to make sure because I know I would have counted into because I'm not the smartest.
I'm just dyslexic.
Elliot, are you here? We can meet you outside the city if we need to. We can get through the gates, no problem.
Oh, cool. Let's do that. What do you guys say we just meet them outside the city?
Didn't we get the flower to go in?
Did we
I
need
don't know if
to?
I guess it's fine. I don't know.
To be fair, we'll probably need the flower to get in and find a way to get the city back to where it needs to be.
Oh,
I don't
true.
think you can do that from outside the city of the city.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could meet them outside and see what's going on. Like, you know, they could tell us what's going on, and then we can go in.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well head that way. I guess look for an observatory while we're on the way. Or maybe
I
the
mean, we
observatory.
can, but again, like, our mission is pretty important, and this
Again,
observatory is about like
just
a
keeping
lost
an eye out
key.
for it. This takes priority. I just want to make that perfectly clear. The city business is priority.
Cool.
Yes.
Maybe we could. Hey, barkeeper.
Just pops up right next to the table. Yes. How can I help you?
Do you have like a map?
Of the town?
Of like the wider area.
Not really.
Do you know where an observatory is near here?
Remember, it wanders, so it's not in a specific place.
Well, I mean, he knows a lot of shit.
I mean, it'd be in a place where it could see the stars.
By the way, PT, I can't remember. Did you give me a map at some point?
I did give you a map.
Where do I find that?
It is in your it's in your journal.
The only thing in my journal is. Oh wait, is it?
Is Carrick's map?
I see Carrick's journal, Tenets of the Lady and the Fey Gods. That's all I
Interesting.
got. I've been sitting here for like the past 3 sessions, like maybe I wasn't supposed to get. So yeah, I have a map. I've lived here. Having to go between different cities and courts to get messages for the lady, I sort of had to know my way around. So we do have a map. Just know these rivers dance around a lot. This is more about the river beds and not the rivers themselves.
Do you know to the barkeeper? Do you know the best way to find something that's always moving?
Go where it's gonna be.
You
That-
hunted?
that-
Like an animal.
There you go.
I mean, it was here 2 years ago. I don't know where it went from there. But it's got legs.
Can you draw like a picture of it so we know what we're looking for?
Yeah, so if you take an observatory, like the tower, as he like begins scribbling on like a napkin with a piece of charcoal, and then he just begins drawing like essentially like 3 or 4 jointed articulated legs coming off of various points on the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes,
I was imagining Baba Yaga style, not Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, I was also imagining Baba Yaga. So.
No. I mean, I guess you could talk to Nissa.
Already done that. But we do appreciate the offer. We do appreciate the suggestion.
I mean, what else could you do? Do any of you know how to locate objects?
No.
I mean,
I skipped that class.
I know how to track animals, but I don't think I've ever tracked an observatory before, so.
I cannot locate objects. I'm sorry. There was only so many.
Did you skip that
Genets.
class too?
I didn't skip. I just didn't have room in my schedule.
I mean, if
He
you
didn't
were
want to.
if you were gonna talk to anybody, you could talk to Thalarin.
Who?
Thalarin.
Let me just open up my gods real quick.
Also,
He'd
could you
know.
draw me- could you
Ah,
draw me-
right. The Wandering Trickster. Very, very jovial man, that one.
Sounds like you wouldn't get very straight answers from somebody called the Jovial Trickster.
Oh, they, you know, they're,
Sounds
It kind of
fun,
sounds
though.
like an ass.
they're, trust me when I say they're a lot of fun, or at least their summer court variant is rather fun. Not as fun as Malefax, the Whispering Rascal.
Oh, you little rascal!
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I have names. I know the names of all the gods. I can just, well, not their real names, obviously.
I mean, a lot of people try to talk to Thalarin if you can get through his funhouse.
Oh, okay.
But once you get through, they say he'll grant you a wish.
That sounds way too colorful for me.
That's something. Okay. Good thing for the memory bank. Could you draw me a picture of this observatory's footprint? You said it's been here before.
Oh yeah. He kind of just starts drawing and he goes, "Okay, I don't know how to draw a divot, but it leaves like these holes. They're like triangles. They're like 4 or 5 feet deep.
Okay.
It leaves
Kind
footprints.
of like a spider.
Why don't we just follow those?
Well, that's why I was asking for him to give me the shape of it, so that we would know what we're following. Thank you.
That guy's crazy though.
Which guy? Thaurin?
I mean, I guess both of them, but no, the guy who lives in the observatory.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Well,
keeps saying
maybe that guy-
there's lines in the sky.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
I know Nisso.
Why didn't you
wanted
tell me
me
he
to
was
pass
crazy
on
in
a
the
message
good way?
that,
I thought you meant crazy
apparently
in the
they need to
bad
drop
way.
back by to tune the organ. So.
Yeah, he does do a lot of building stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lyra, what's the likelihood you could teleport us to a place we haven't been before?
I will tell you exactly the likelihood. So basically,
Karak is
If-
listening intently
if
because this sounds
I-
fun.
I just have a description, like 25%, I'll be on target. And then I will be like kind of a little off for another 25%. And then it's a similar area or a mishap for 25 and 25.
I like those odds because even if you could get us in the area, we'd probably be able to find it with the footprint.
Well, here's the thing: a similar area isn't necessarily nearby.
uh-huh.
It is a place that looks similar.
Yeah,
And considering we're in the Feywild, there's a lot of forest.
but I could do it the day after. You know, like we wouldn't be lost for too long. I could probably get us
Yeah,
back.
we could
to
just
somewhere
get
we
back.
know.
Yeah, we could just come back here if it's like a real issue, but
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a good bet that we like take a shot, a stab at it.
Oh wait.
Just
I,
a
sorry.
quick
The
question.
mishap is 40%. Sorry, I misread the last one. It's a 40% mishap, and then like 10% similar, and then the rest.
Does it
And
help
just a
if you
quick
have
question.
something from the observatory?
If I know an associate, like if I know an object, I'm 100% gonna get there.
No, that's if you left an object. Wait,
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It says associated object. Let me read a little closer.
So if you
read
had
the
like a
asterisks.
spyglass or something.
Associated object. What does it mean? Is it an object that is from there or an object that's left there?
Elliot, are you ever gonna message Ari back?
Well, we're deciding. Like it hasn't been that long in game.
True.
We're just
Spend the same amount of time this conversation's been going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just says
wondering-
associated object in this little description of it, so I'm gonna have to look elsewhere.
We could ask Nissa if he fixes the instruments. There might be things from the observatory from 2 years ago that he left or used to fix something that could maybe help you lock on.
Oh yeah, it's
The
an
real question
object
is, what
from
would-
that place,
What would we have to
or an
give
object
Nissa
at
to
that
get
place.
that?
I remember that was the distinction that was weird to me. Like I can't remember which one of those it was.
I'm reading.
Well, get reading.
Look,
What
you're not
else?
the only cute
yeah.
one here, Karak.
I'm not
I was
sure
also gonna
what you're
say-
implying. I was just saying that last time we asked for something, she had us go on a big quest, and we killed a bunch. And you all killed a bunch of things, and like we might have to do another one of those. And do we really want to do that when we need to go to Caliban, which, as I mentioned, is probably priority?
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. If she
Fair.
offers us a deal we don't want to do, we just say no. I'm just thinking. I mean, Lyra can cast the spell either way. It's just if something from the tower is here, it might be helpful.
Okay, associated object in terms of teleport means that you possess an object taken from the desired destination within the last 6 months.
Damn it.
6 months. Yeah. I
Yeah,
knew there was
gonna
going to be
say,
something like
It was a
that.
very restrictive definition, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do that for the what was it? Oh yeah, I wanted to give something to someone and then teleport to that person, but that is not an option.
Mm. Well then, I think we take a stab in the dark and hope for the best.
Yeah, okay, but
I like the dark.
Lyra, you also
Huh?
you remember that the horror stories associated with this when things do go wrong, right?
Wait! Horror stories? I thought the worst
Well-
thing was a trip. Wait! What do you mean?
No. There's I told you about a mishap.
Yeah, you can,
Yeah.
like, throw yourself into the elemental plane and just get absolutely eviscerated by fire.
And there's a
That
40%
sounds sick.
chance of that right now. If we just do yeah.
But the spell will keep trying to get you where you need to go, so I guess you just need to hope it doesn't happen again and again and again.
I mean, I guess I could just turn into stone for a couple minutes until it works.
Mm.
There's no way it'll fail for another 1,000 years, right?
I mean, you'd all be dead. So,
Yeah.
Fair. At that point, I wouldn't really care if it was happening anymore.
and we will find out next time on BCH if we TPK with a teleport spell.
Wait, before-
beginning of stream,
right?
end of stream.
Right before, can I use augury
Ooh.
to see if it's
Sure. Go ahead and roll that for me.
So basically, News is like, wait, I'll ask, like just open-endedly, and she kind of like sits down, cross-legged on the floor, and puts her hands in her lap. And you see like the like this sort of like starscape that is sort of inlaid into these horns glow a little bit, and as they're glowing, you see these like ethereal minotaurs that are sort of produced from this like radiant light that's coming out. One looks ancient, and one looks strangely modern, like more modern than our current day. Okay, so guys, I need to know whether this is like, should we teleport ourselves to try and find this observatory? Is it that important?
Again, I believe the Caliban's probably your priority.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking them.
Oh, sorry. Just heard the hello, and it's like, oh, you're addressing people.
One of them, the modern one, kind of looks at you and goes, "Are you asking what will happen if you find it?"
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. And that'll determine whether we should even bother taking the risk.
The fates determine it as we'll. And they both fade. They both just wisp away.
So, the greater Minotaur lineage thinks it is a good idea. The last time I asked them a question, they were like, both? But this time they said it was a good idea. So, we should try and get there for sure.
Okay.
I mean, we can
Alright.
decide whether we take that risk or not, but it's a good thing to do, apparently. According to the powers that be in me with me. I don't really know how that works, but
According to
I'm
the powers
really
that
new to
be.
this.
Sounds good enough to me.
Yeah.
All
Now
right.
we can end.
Now we're gonna end our session.
I was
Thank-
worried I would forget to do that next time, so
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of BCH. I had a good time. I hope everybody did.
yeah.
Thank you to Silver Strikers, Flamtastic, and Sky, as always, for the raids. Thank you to everybody who came out and watched. Thank you to all of our players. We have Elliot Burning Oak, played by.
It's me, Mario. And I think my favorite part
dude. You
is-
keep on saying that.
I'm sorry, I'm brain empty.
You're not Mario, dude.
Don't lie.
Yeah, you can't say
Go on the internet and tell lies is against the law.
can't say you're Mario with that big Luigi energy.
Yeah, that's true.
What? Excuse me?
Hey, Luigi's cool. Come on, give him some credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, only one of them owns a mansion, I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
That
Does
is
he
true.
own that mansion?
Yeah, he does.
Yes. At the end,
No,
at the,
he's
end
a
of the
renter.
first game, he uses all the money he got and builds a mansion right on the spot.
Spoilers.
That's not a spoiler.
What do you mean? There's 3 games.
Rosie, there's ghosts in that mansion.
Now that's
What?
spoilers.
All right, what was your
Listen,
what was
if you
your
haven't
Elliot? What
played-
was your
if you haven't
favorite part?
played Luigi's Mansion, that's your problem.
Elliot, what was your favorite part?
What do you think my favorite part it was? It was Noir Elliot. Duh.
Fedora Elliot.
And then we have
Even
Lyra
more
Dream
like-
Shadow, played by.
Oh,
Rosie,
sorry.
that's you.
Sorry. I know I missed,
you.
I missed it. I was like, what? Hello, I'm Rosie. Wonders to see us on the internet. And my favorite part about today, what did I enjoy? I actually enjoyed kind of like our tense conversations with Karak. I think that was fun. I felt, yeah, it was very fun. I didn't know what to do with Lyra because I wasn't there last time, but it was fun.
Then we have Nom Dream Shadow, played by.
Me, Gentleman Ferret. I really liked. I liked bar time with Elliot. I liked the Noir Nom and Elliot combo.
And then we have Karakareem, played by.
My name is Terminian Link VT, and my favorite part was the fucking mosh pit and getting decked in the face intentionally.
Knuckle sandwiches are free!
Absolutely.
You were dying to use that line.
I was. And then we have News and World Walker, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. My favorite part was also just how much I hated Fedora Elliot.
You just had to
I'm-
leave the whole restaurant.
And
Yeah, I
la-
had to leave the whole restaurant.
You had to go to Margaritaville instead.
It was better. It was a better place.
It really
for me.
was, let's be real.
and last but
It
not
was more
least,
healing.
we have Lulin Boldspeaker, played by.
And me, Rambo. My favorite was also Fedora Elliot. Too
We were
fucking
Oh, yeah.
good.
Not prepared.
Class favorite.
And as always, everybody, I'm PT, your disaster tour guide. I had a lot of favorite moments tonight, so really can't narrow it down. Fedora Elliott was pretty fucking good, though.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with that. And I'm going to send everybody on over to Glitched Rune, who is playing some Remnant. If I can...
Ooh,
Remnant 2, you're right.
yeah.
And we'll be back tomorrow with RimWorld. We're going to
Oh,
get the
boy.
tour bus colony going again, and we're going to see how badly you all can really ruin my life. But I'm going to send everybody on over there. We will see you all again tomorrow. Until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar is so low. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. We will see you then.
Bye.